Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcoming you, maybe with a terrible throat today, to eMLB Winter League action. We will watch a little bit of action from various parks. If you are here and present and your team has a matchup against another GM that's here and present, then we will focus and go live specifically to those games. GMs present will get the chance to actually decide their lineups today. There will be no management of the game so that we can watch more that way. I think that one's gonna get included for strike threes going forward, don't ya? Thanks for reminding me, Scott. I'm only 93 and a half years old. Okay, I could lose track here for a while. We need to do some baseball. It's been a bit. We have new Winter League ballparks to share with you, if you weren't here yesterday. Where were you? What was more important? Oh, okay, that's fine. I can live with that.
Let's go while we're young.
Well, meanwhile, the heckler's still out there. May have to find Tom's team if they lose the game, huh? Meanwhile, I believe we had a new follow, and let's get ready to go. Oil Can Baggins, thank you for hitting the follow. Apologies, somehow the alert did not activate. Let's get her going.
Welcome. Come in. Fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Well, son of a bitch.
Welcome to the balmy offices of eMLB up here in the Northeast, where it's finally in the positives for Fahrenheit. If you guys keep track of Celsius, we're still freezing our you-know-what's off, but we have a certain duck ready to censor us. It is the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show, and I am Commish LB. Welcome you. It's brand new 2027 season here in the eMLB universe. I am the Commish. My friends will call me LB. And the frog in the throat will get a 4-letter word if it does not behave. So we ask you, as always, when you're here, be kind, rewind, because dad mode is always in full effect. I'm kind of a professional at that with 5 kids. If you act like any of my kids, you can be timed out. We kind of don't have a lot of tolerance or patience for it. So we appreciate all of your good energy you bring here. Brew Crew, thank you for hitting the follow. Again, Oil Can Baggins as well for hitting the follows. Again, reminder, we try not to let this duck go out because, boy, he's expensive every time he opens his mouth. Right, Naffy?
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
One of these days, he'll actually have something better to say, but who knows?
I am Optimus Prime.
Well, hello.
Thanks, LB and eMLB crew.
Well, thank you, King Butcher. 16 months. Apologies to all of you for getting Optimus Prime just dropped on you. You know, the good news on being a Saturday morning cartoon theme channel is you might be splattered like a pancake for like 5 seconds, but just blow on your thumb and you'll pop right back into normal. That's how it works around here. Thank you for that as well. While we were in the preview, which I'm glad some of you said that you liked that. I don't know why I didn't come up with that before. I don't bother my daughter, who's been stressing out of late between putting her college apps in and creating a portfolio for these college apps. So I haven't bothered her much on creating content, but I really, really, really want to get those starting overlays done. So I threw that one together with what I had, and glad you guys liked it. Let me just write down King Butcher. Thank you, thank you. And again, Brendan did a tier 2 resub, 18 months now. Wow. Brendan, we got 2 Twitch babies. What are we naming them? Well, here's why is one and you're wrong is the other. That's my guess. All right. So again, we've got eMLB action to go on both ends. I have simmed one day already. Before we get to the action, just note that no one signed on January 3rd. In regards to major signings, let's look at the complete list. Just 3 international signings were done by guys you found. Call them Tampa and Boston because Baltimore is their daddy. Oh boy, here we go. The drama ensues in the American League East. Pretty good though, I like that. Well played. All right, cover your eyes in 3, 2, 1.
I found this on the web.
Siri, mind your own damn business. All right. Nobody else has caused injuries, and if you watched player news this morning, we can confirm that my virtual player did not cut his fingers while preparing a family Christmas dinner while cutting carrots on that particular news story. More to come from that one shortly. All right, so let's get into Winter League action. Well, wait a minute. Here we go. Sergio Herrera has been injured after being scratched by a cat. Apparently, he just ran full-fledged into some fluffy kitty ninjas, and he is just going to be on the shelf for a long time. Oh my god. Oh, and Denbrew just has the classic reply. I hate it here. Denbrew lost the boss battle. Oh my goodness. I just don't know where to go with that. Well, actually, I do. I do. But, I want to pull up an old fashion alert. I think I still have it here, do I? Let me see if I still have it. Nope, it's not that one. I want to see if I have it here. Where did I put that? I'm just gonna have a little fun. I think this will work. So this is probably how Sergio Herrera's day went a day before spring training. Sergio Herrera, everybody. Undisclosed injury.
This is a test bit alert.
Oh, screw you. No, it's a Sergio Herrera getting clobbered alert. Sean Paxler gifting over to Bella. probably trying to help Minerva get back off of the couch here at this point. So, Bella, I know you heard that I had a Beatles cover show that I did, and I don't know if you got to see that stuff that I posted in the Discord of my daughter doing chorus. It was to support the local high school. They gave them $500 to the music programs and the chorus and all of that. Got to have a good time on that. So, Denbro, real quick, would you like to make a changeroo of Mr. Herrera and his unfortunate, geez, where could you be injured? What'd he do? Like, you know, full-blown Kitty Ninja katana attack right in the junk? That's my guess. See, always be wary and respectful of fluffy kitty ninjas. That's all I can say. All right, I got the instructions on only Mrs. Machado knows these type of injuries. So Nolan Arroyo is going to be the new replacement for the Mets. Oh, dear God, I'm hitting the wrong button. Sorry, gang. Just trying to get back to eMLB, trying to get to the Mets, and changing this up. So, Herrera, where was he? Normally, we'll return him there. Well, he was in the majors, but we'll send him to AAA here this moment. So, just make a note. I'm sliding him over to AAA for you for now. And Nolan Arroyo will come in place. So now I'll go over to Winter League for you. And do you have any place specific? Oh, wrong team. Wrong New York team. Do you want Arroyo anywhere specific? PTSD with some cat scratch fever. Okay, I love you guys. I love you guys with all your... I'm telling you, it wasn't a cat. It was a flurkin. That's exactly it. And he got it in the eye, Nick Fury style. Okay, so if he comes pitching with an eye patch, then we know that that's exactly it. Whoa! There are Jedi cats flying throughout the chat, and that's Ryan Hetzer dropping 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. I just saw Ocam Baggins hit the follow not long ago. We've seen fish fly get him before. Stitch got one. Sorry, that's my Stitch impersonation. But so if you're here and you just got one of those gifts, then as you see, Jordan Cage has just provided you with the link so that you can join us in our Discord. We would love to tell your story. That's what the whole premise of eMLB Winter League is. The stars of tomorrow. You perhaps? Shining bright on today's stage. Someone's released Experiment 626. Yes, indeed. All right, so Hosterman is going to go to starting pitch. Arroyo will be middle relief. You got it. All right, we got you all squared and away. Hooray! We're ready to start Winter League, I think. You know what? We're gonna use this time to choose which game. And then, so let's see. If you're here, let's see if we have matching GMs. So right now, we got Blue Jays and Tigers. So Harris and Steve. I know Steve is here. I don't know if Harris is here offhand. Indians, Reds. Steve is here. I know JR is here. I don't know if Sadir is here offhand. Sadir is here. So we could consider Indians, Reds. Let's keep that in mind. Bob Royal would be his community creative player. I'm sure he'd like to see that. Let's see. Harris is here too. Rockies, Padres. Cubs, Red Sox. Jake Thornton recently acquired in that deal for some punk. More on that story coming. Athletics and the Mets. Cardinals, White Sox. Marlins, Braves. Diamondbacks, Royals. Rangers and Expos. Twins and Mariners. We have the Rays and the Brewers behind my big old noggin. Nationals and Yankees. Dodgers and Angels. Stags and Orioles. Astros and Pirates. And finally, Phillies and Giants. All right, so Twins are here. I know that Hetz is here as well with his 5 gifted subs. Champ Bell would be a fun one because, again, Champ Bell had the makings of being one of the best pitchers in the 1.0 universe. 3 years into his career, he suffered a career-ending injury and never was the same, basically. He was a hell of a pitcher for his 3 seasons, but then a career-ending injury just really derailed him, basically. So it'd be great to see if 2.0 Champ Bell can have what we were looking for. Manager in Winter League drinks too much. Yeah, that's possible. All right, so I think because a CCP is part of it, I am thinking Indians and Reds will be our first choice here for this specific game. So here's what I'm going to do. We're coming right up against our first ad break. So let me decide. We'll go Indians, Reds, which means we're going to go to Constellation Field since the Reds are listed first. That should be the plan. This will give you guys... Yep, so this is what I want you to do. Think about how you want to do your lineups, because if your game is called, you're going to decide you're starting 9 and you're starting pitcher, but that's it. The rest we will watch and see what takes place. Let me get the commercial out of the way while you guys do that. Again, apologies on the ads if you're not a regular here. Got a daughter going to college, my first of 5. We need anything we can get, so we had to turn on ads. So we'll get them out of the way now, and when we come back, we will get started. Indians and Reds will start off Winter League action. You're watching Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. This is Feeler, thanks for hitting the follow. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Coming back live, it is the start of eMLB Winter League here on a Coffee with the Commish edition of the eMLB universe. Commish LB coming back with you, and again, I've got my Java with me as we get ready to look at this game, and just in case you didn't know, this coffee mug is mine. It's mine, see? Yes, it's my coffee, dang it. Don't even think about it. Period. Mine. All right, gang. It is going to be the Indians taking on the Reds from Constellation Field to start us off in this one. Sadir, I have made the adjustment that you had requested, which was to just switch over Slambino over to first and Jeff Coleman over to third. Any other change you would like to do at this time, sir? I'll show ratings from an OSA perspective here in this instance. And I assume you want to go with your lefty Bob Royal. Huh? What, Jason? Jason, I'm not making changes unless you're the game of the moment. So there'll be several days. So I apologize. I'm not sure what to do with what you provided. Otherwise, I'm going by your instructions that you provide. This is only if you are being selected.
Now, who's responsible for this unwarranted attack on my person?
No unwarranted attack.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I'm a teetotaler. Yeah, I'll never touch a stuff, boy.
He's a teetotaler indeed. Well, I'm a gas house gorilla. All right, big shot. So you think you can beat us yourself? Well, you got yourself a game. All right, I could just keep on going. All right, so other than that, those changes are good. Yay, we got it. JR, any adjustment? Eddie Yost is going to get a peek today. That'll be fun. Rusty Keith was also a interesting first part of 1.0's generation. Dylan Humphrey is a community-created player. Not very active. Shows up for like 2-week spans and disappears for about 8 months. Hebrew, answer is, okay, guys, don't be sending me messages if you're not the game of the moment. You have no control over it, what it is. What you put in your file for lineups or rotations, that's on you. So save both me and yourself some time. Only if you're the game of the moment will you have anything that I need from you. Okay, so I'm making no changes for you, period. That is what it is. It will get a big old wah, 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 wah. Otherwise I'll be here forever. All right, simple as that. All right, JR says he's good as is. I see Jason Hillman is cashing in some dollar. Milwaukee. Shout out to Cindy Williams and her recent passing. Of course, Laverne and Shirley was supposed to be out of Milwaukee. No, I did not see it through the heist mess and all the extra messages I was getting as well. So we are good. Here we go, gang. So there will be you know what? I'm not prepared for it today. And I'm not going to bother anybody to do any instructions. So this is not going to be a win balls of yarn bet kind of day, but we'll be better prepared for our next Winter League action. It was honestly just getting to this point with all the extra infrastructure work that we did in the background. Let me say this, for example, prizes are cash. Team cash and fictional, not real. But this will help teams. Heck, if you win this tournament or even get to the playoffs. Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? If you get into the playoffs, then you can be rest assured probably any of your off-season training that you're planning to do will be predominantly covered by your winnings in today's game. You need a flippin' mugshot for your guy, don't you? Well, you are cash. Your cash considerations, bro. That's your picture. Okay, we'll just consider you cash considerations, JC. Alrighty, gang. Let's jump over to Constellation Field, and then I will switch this over to AI. So let's do this first and foremost. Over to Constellation, one of 8 parks that we have selected. This one is from Sugar Land, Texas. It is a minor league ballpark. Oh, dear God. Why did I choose this angle? Are you a dope? Wide camera, please, and thank you. Much better. Much better. Winter League logo in the way. Let's adjust this just a little bit more. Is that better? Wait, I need to move that because we have several other things. Hold on, I'm going to put that back. And I am going to fumble around with this a little bit. Hold on. Hold on, gang. We're getting there. I want to make a few adjustments because, you know, as always, widgets just don't want a widget, bruh. January 4th. Hey, happy birthday all over again, Kamish. What are you now, 206? Let's put the out-of-town scoreboard back up and present. Because widgets don't want a widget. And I'm anal, it has to match or else I'll be triggered. All right, there we go. Nice try with Cincy 8. We're not doing bets today. Okay, one more time. And the last thing I got to adjust now that we're finally where we need to be. AI mode. All right, so we're watching this more in kind of a fast forward mode, so that we can have some fun with it. Jeff Menchaca will start us off here for... It's supposed to be... apparently this didn't change, so let me make a note. Fix WLCLE, because apparently it the abbreviation didn't work. Yes, you're Reading. That's exactly what you are. Opening day at Constellation Field for the Winter League of 2027, as I finally fix the logos. And dang it, I've got the one pitch on. Screw that. All right, here we go, gang. Now I'm finally all ready to go. Why does it change to this again? 1-2 pitch up towards center field. Plenty of room out there. That will be caught by Eddie Yost. let's also adjust that because I'm just going to be triggered. Action camera. All right, it's on wide. Dynamic is on. Anything else I need to be factored in here? Okay. Probably not. Let's look at your defensive alignment in this one for the Reds. Rusty Keith will be in left field. Eddie Yost is in center. And then Josh Schuler will be out in right field. Juan Kiricuto is your third baseman. Brady House is over at short. Joe Amundson is at second. Dylan Humphrey is over at first. Behind the plate is Nathaniel LaRue. And on the hill today is Virgilio Garces. He is a 24-year-old from Indianapolis, Indiana. Played as high as AA ball last season. Again, the stars up tomorrow, shining bright today. Bill Schreiber's a 1.0er. Second-round draft pick 2023. The 1-0 pitch to him is popped up. Foul territory, third base side. Catcher going over for it, but making the play is Juan Kiricuto right near the dugout. It takes a Texan for Johnny Walker out there on the bullpen. We love it. 2 outs now. Slambino, PJ's community created player. Third-round draft pick back in 2025. Let's see what he can do. He'll wait an 0-2 pitch. He'll check the swing. They will appeal, and they say he will go down.
That's the old pepper boy. That's the old pitching. That's putting it over the old plate, boy.
Yeah, it's putting over the old plate. 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score. Here's your bullpen, or here's your defensive situation. Bullpen. Here's your defensive situation for the Tribe. Kelly Harper is in left field. Bill Schreiber is in center, and Harry Wood is in right field.
That's what she said.
Jeff Coleman, committee created player of J.C. Swishman, is over at third. Jeff Menchaca is over at short. Mike Farrow is your second baseman, and Slambino over at first. Mike Valentine, who we saw in the majors for a bit behind the plate. And Bob Royal, community created player of Sadier, is on the hill. Started off with Eddie Yost. Yost was a popular name for Philly, particularly back in the 1.0 universe. He will start it off. I know the... oh, well, look out. Bob Royal decides he is gonna beam him to start this whole thing off. Yay. So, yes, I know the logos suck. I have to go get jerseys. There was only so many hours in the day with all the extra work I had to do. All right, Brady House is your shortstop. He will come in with one on, awaits a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He will go down swinging.
Fatality.
There's your first strikeout for Bobby Royal. 1 out now for Judson Fabian, the designated hitter. No bets today, Cody. First pitch, runners going, and there will be no throw from Valentine as he could not handle the pitch. That is going to be a stolen base here for Eddie Yost. Never Bobby. So call him Bob. What about Baba?
I am
Hello.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime has been dropped on you again. This time it's the serial killer. He stole my Super Golden Crisp, gang. And killed it. Roberto? Can we call him Roberto? I don't know. Roberto Royal. Sounds pretty cool. All right, Judson Fabian is still in the 1-0 pitch. Runner's going for third. Yost is on his way. The head first slide, and he's going to get in there. No respect for Mike Valentine's arm here, apparently, as Eddie Yost flies to third here, stealing 2 bases. Eddie wheels. Now the 3-2 pitch checks the swing, but they say he went around and he goes down. Strike 3. Ba-boom. 2 strikeouts now for Royal. He's got 2 outs. Runner at third. Josh Schuler is your batter, the right fielder. Waits a 3-2 pitch. He got him swinging, and he gets them down, retiring the side with strikeouts. Little Godzilla mode for Bob Royal as he strikes out the side to start us off. 1 inning done to the second. We go. Rogelio Garces back on the hill. Another 1.0 name, Kelly Harper, who spent a lot of time in Toronto, if memory serves. Originally came up a third baseman, but ended up predominantly an outfielder. So Harper in left today. He's a first-round pick, 23rd overall in 2023. The 1-0 pitch from Garces. A swinging matrix bunt. You gotta love it. It went down to the right and phew, right over to just to the right of the bullpen for Garces. He goes and throws it to first for the out. Matrix moment. Jeff Coleman, the fire strike, community credit player of J.C. Swishman. He was the 6th overall selection last season. He is now coming up on a 3-2 pitch. Gets called, looking strike 3. Beautiful forkball on the outer half.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
You see that forkball? That's kind of a tough call on there, just on the outer half, but Blue rung him up. And he will go down 2 outs now. Second strikeout for Garces. Mike Valentine, not known for the bat, more for the glove. Didn't show it in the first inning, though. A 2-2 pitch. Look out. Hey, we're going to have a lot of hit batters apparently in this one. What up with that? The pitchers are wild to start us off here. So Valentine back aboard, number 7 hitter, second baseman Mike Farrow. Cody managing, apparently. A 3-2 pitch. That's going to miss inside. It's ball 4. That'll advance the runners. Runners at first and second now. Still 2 outs. And Harry Wood comes to the plate. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. You don't have to say it. I know. Harry Wood. He was a 1.0 name. A 2-0 pitch to Wood. He'll rock it over to first, but right at Dylan Humphrey, who goes to step on the bag to retire the side. Yep, love playing the Reds. The Battle of Ohio lives in Texas, of all places, in Winter League. Hopefully the barbecue is good, boys. Inning and a half now done. No score here from our first Winter League game of the season. Again, Winter League is done in a round-robin format. 32 teams in the league, which means you'll play every team once. 31 games will be played. Top 4 teams record-wise. It's one division, 32 teams. Top 4 teams will advance to a postseason finale. Best of 3 for round 1 and a best of 5 for round 2. Top team can win $5 million this season. Used to be more, but we used to have more games. This will probably be a better fit because I want to make sure Winter League is done after Rule 5. And I also want to make sure that it does not run into spring training at any point in time. Brisket, if you're so inclined, absolutely I am. Dylan Humphrey, a community-created player coming in. He did play in Cincy last year, hit .233 with 5 homers and 34 RBI. Just 116 service days, so still eligible. Royals' first pitch to him. It's going to be hit out towards right field. Coming on in short right, Harry Wood will make the catch. And that. Harry Wood caught the ball.
That's what she said.
All right. We could go on and on. 1 out, bottom of the second, Joe Amundsen. The second baseman will be your batter. An 0-1 count to him. Hard shot over to third. Good range to his left is Jeff Coleman. He'll throw it over in time to retire Amundsen for the second out. Juan Garricudo, fellow third baseman, will come up now. A 3-1. And lines that into left field. That'll get through for a base hit. Garricudo will get the first hit on the day for either side. There's your first official hit we've seen in Winter League. That'll put Rusty Keith up. Keith, again, a respectable, not a dominant, just a respectable utility or role kind of player in the 1.0 universe. Rusty Keith here in left field, 7th round selection last season. First pitch, nope, they'll throw over to first, then Royal caught him leading. Karakudo is caught.
No, God!
Yep, that's exactly what the Winter League managers said. Are you kidding? What are you doing? There's the inning all over. Caught sneaking, indeed. Let's see. You got house for the McCullers trade. Nope. Traded India firm with New York. Gotcha. Okay. So it's now top of the third. Rogelio Garces is still up. Nate Winland is going to be the batter. I did, right? Yeah, I did. Put on AI. Nate Winland waits the 1-1 towards center field. Coming on in, Eddie Yost makes the catch. 1 out. Back to the top of the order we go. Jeff Menchaca. Boom, Menchaca, chaka, boom, boom, la. That's all that comes to mind when I say Menchaca. The 1-1. He'll ground it out towards first base. Easy play for Dylan Humphrey, who'll take 2 steps over to the bag and retire for the second out. Bobble, you have 2,000 balls of yarn. Well, Bobble, you have, as of this moment, according to my bot, you have 598 balls of yarn, so that, unfortunately, is probably not going to work for you. Nice try, though. But you got 598 balls of yarn. Use exclamation points if you don't know how many balls of yarn you possess. And 15, yeah, that's right. 1,500 is the limit, too. We don't allow you to go absolutely insane. Bill Schreiber on the 1-2. Checks the swing. They appeal. They say he win. There's your third strikeout for Rogelio Garces, and that will retire the side. Top of the third. Bottom of the third in Winter League we go. Cincy back up. Rusty Keith went into the box, but didn't even get a pitch thrown at him as Bob Royal picked off Juan Kirakudo at first. He'll await a 2-2 pitch to center field, and that one will get down. Good shot into center. Nothing Bill Schreiber could do, but just make sure it couldn't get past them for extra bases. There's a second hit on the day for the Reds. Number 9 hitter Nathaniel LaRue will be your batter. A 1-2 pitch, grounds it towards second. They will play it safe, thrown over to first, but that one's not going to be in time. LaRue will get in. That was a slow developing play. Farrow did his best to hustle, but LaRue will beat it out. We'll have 2 on now with nobody out. Back to the top of the order, Eddie Yost. A 2-0 count to him. Towards center field. Bill Schreiber moves to his left. Plenty of time on this one. He'll make the play and the throw back in, as Keith will not challenge the arm of Schreiber. We'll keep runners at first and second. Beatty House, the shortstop, will be the batter 0 for 1, waiting an 0-2 pitch. Grounded to second, over to over to second for 1, but Farrow had to do a big leapfrog in order to avoid getting hurt. There will be no double play, as House will get to first on time. 2 outs now, runners at the corners after the fielder's choice. Judson Fabian will try to get some damage done here at the plate. A 1-2 from Royal. Swing and a miss. He got him. Got him with the sinker. Could not come around on it, and that will retire the side. 3 innings are in the books now, and it's still no score here from Constellation Field. Back to we go, top of the 4th. Slambino, Kelly Harper, Jeff Coleman scheduled up. Pretty good lineup for in those 3. Harper awaits the 2-2 from Garces. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. Could not come around on it.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Normally when you got a guy named Slambino, that's exactly what you expect. But this time around, it's the 4th strikeout for Rogelio Garces. Kelly Harper will now be your batter. A 3-2 pitch. Towards right field, goes against the shift and sends the liner out in there for the base hit. There's the first hit on the day for the Indians. Josh Schuler does a good job to get it back in. Harper is over at first, and here comes the fire strike. Jeff Coleman now. He'll wait a 1-2 pitch. Quick throw over to first, and are you kidding me? We've had our second straight pickoff? All right, that officially gets into sexy play of the day category, don't it not?
Come here. Come here. Oh, boy. Oh, that was a sexy play of the day, everybody. Hi. I'm just trying to dance all over the place. Oh, wait, the light got me all thrown off. I'm so excited. Oh, got you in your face. Ah!
Had an opportunity to play with Mr. Percy. Why not? He was all feisty. He was feisty. Now he's sitting in his perch. Need to maybe get a beardy cam at some point in time. Anyway, so our second pickoff, and it's only the top of the fourth inning. What is Virgilio Garces? He's only got a 9-hole runner rating. Huh. Okay. Anywho, the 2-2 pitch. Grounded over to first. It's Humphrey who has it. He'll beat the beat the race to Coleman at first, and Nat will retire the side. That's average for this league, apparently. All right, bottom of the fourth we go. Middle of the order, Josh Schuler, Dylan Humphrey, and Joe Edmondson. 1-1 pitch, grounded over towards second. Easy play there from Mike Farrell. He'll throw to first for the out. Base runners forgot to put new batteries in their walkers. Is that an old Sony Walkman joke, Grumpy? Dylan Humphrey, now your batter, 0 for 1. A 1-0 towards center field. This one is going to drop down in time in front of Schreiber, and Dylan Humphrey will have his first hit on the day. Joe Amundsen now is your batter. Amundsen 0 for 1. Royals first pitch towards center field. Well, the 1-2 pitch, I should say. Schreiber makes the catch as he drifted to his right. Play is in for now the second out. 2 outs. Juan Kirikido will be your batter. Kirikido 1 for 1. Liner into left for the base hit. Put a good wrap on that one. No chance for the left side of the diamond to make the play there. We got runners first and second now. Runner in scoring position. 5 hits for the Reds. Rusty Keith will try to get some damage done here. He's 1 for 1. 3-1 pitch. A swing-in bunt. The catcher's going to have to hurry, but not in time. Valentine tried to hustle, but Rusty Keith was able to get in there by about a half step. That'll load the bases now with 2 outs, and for Nathaniel LaRue, he's 1 for 1 today. A 1-0 pitch. Lined into left for a base hit. 1 run will score. A second one's gonna try. Here's the throw, and he is dead at the plate. Absolute missile coming out of left field. They'll get the RBI single, but they will be murdered at the plate. Side is retired, but the Reds will get our first hit run on the day. It's 1-0 now, Cincy. Virgilio Garces ready to go for inning number 5. He's got Mike Valentine, Mike Farrow, and Harry Wood in front of him. First pitch he throws is going to be hit towards center field. Yost goes back, still goes back. He's got to make a leap, and it's going to get just outside of his glove. He'll play it well off of the carom, but Mike Valentine will slide in with a leadoff double. Just the second hit on the day. Yost thought he had a good range on it, but then he went full tilt, and it still was just beyond his reach. Valentine in with a double. Mike Farrow now is your batter. A 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Couldn't decide what to press there.
Don't.
So that is the most unorthodox request I've had probably since, I don't know, 2021. I'll say, hi, Johnny, and then my official replies, I'll raid who I raid. We move on. That's in the borderline, in the professional dad category. That's borderline on, would one of my kids do that? My 13-year-old would do that. Yeah. Don't do it again. There's your friendly warning. 3-2 pitch. Just looking at it, and it's not going to be in there as LaRue had to reach out a bit. Where was that?
What?
Harry Wood gets a freebie because Nathan LaRue couldn't frame that one pretty darn good. He had to reach. Dear Lord, runners at first and second now with one out. Bart Borland will come in as the designated hitter. Borland was a big thumper in the original 1.0 days. Not so much panning out so far in this universe. Still should be a good, versatile player when he makes his days in the majors. Oh, we got a new pitcher, by the way. Rupert Madden has come in, so pitch count, as JR had said, comes into play. Rupert Madden's a 22-year-old from New York. New York played as high as A-plus ball last season, 8-6 with a 3.21 ERA for the left-hander. He'll come in with an 0-2 count against Borland. And he got him looking at a called strike 3, and he goes down. Big strikeout there for Madden. He'll leave the runners right where they are, 2 outs. Jeff Menchaca is your batter. Madden first pitch towards center field. Eddie Yost is ranging over to his left. He will pull under, make the catch, and that will retire this side. The Tribe will leave 2 on the base paths. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th now. Reds hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Bobby Royals, Bob Royal is on the hill. I will get used to that. Bob Royal on the hill, 4 strikeouts for him against 7 hits. 67 pitches so far. He's got the top of the order. Ed Yost, Brady House, Judson Fabian coming up. A 2-2 coming from Royal. Grounded towards second. Easy play coming in for Mike Farrow. He'll throw to first to retire Yost by a couple steps for the first out. Brady House, now your batter. House 0 for 2. And a 3-1 count. Inside, and the third guy to be hit today in this one. Bob Royal got a Bob Gibson-like mentality on that plate. You come in and crawl up on my plate, and I'll hit you right in the keister. House is at first, Judson Fabian. Now your batter, Fabian 0 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Beautiful changeup will get him and send him down. Absolutely nothing but crickets on that one. 5 strikeouts now on the day for Bob Royal. We got 2 outs now, bottom of the 5th. Josh Schuler is your batter, 0 for 2. A 3-0 count. Over to second. Good range for Mike Farrow right from the fringe of the grass. He'll throw to first in time to get the out. 3-0 count becomes a 4-3 play. 5 innings are in the books here. Cincinnati still leads the Battle of Ohio in Texas 1-0. Let's continue. Top 6 we go. Rupert Madden is on the hill. And Bill Schreiber is your batter. Schreiber 0 for 2 with a 3-2 count. Towards short. Couple hops for Brady House. He'll throw to first, retiring Schreiber for the first out. Slambino will now be your batter. Slam 0 for 2 today. Congrats to the 5 who have won. Again, the more of you participating in free-for-alls, the more you can win in Balls of Yarn. Neutral site turf wars are the best. 1-0 pitch to Slam. Slams that one to left field. Does it have enough to clear the fence? It does. Home run for Slambino. The Slammer PJ9248's community-created player will put his first home run of Winter League play in the bleachers, in the seats, and it's tied at 1. It's most fun, and that's why we do the Winter League. Is for stuff like that, to get the opportunity for your players who aren't ready for the majors yet, to give them their stage. The stars of tomorrow shining bright today is the whole premise of eMLB's Winter League. Kelly Harper, now your batter. He's 1 for 2. The 0-2 pitch gonna be hit, hot shot over to first. Been a busy day for Dylan Humphrey. He'll make another beat to the bag as he's winning a lot of races here today. That's now 2 outs. Nice little crowd here watching our debut of 2027 Winter League action. And come on me, says JC Swishman as his player. His community-created player is now up. Remember, if you are like, hey, this looks like fun, I want to do this, well, you can. If you got a ball of yarn next to your name, like I just saw Fed Monarchs does, and he's doing boss battle, if you're going to do any of our games, you might as well create a player. There's the link to join us in the Discord. In there, we'll guide you on how to create your player. Your player will be eligible for the 2027 amateur draft at the All-Star break, where any of our now 32 teams, don't forget, we've added the Montreal Expos and the Portland Stags as expansion teams. 1-0 pitch coming to Coleman. Grounded over towards third. That's Juan Karakudo over there. He'll throw to first, retiring his fellow third baseman Coleman for the final out. Slambino's shot into left field is, did that land on the basketball court out there? I think it did. It wasn't a swish though, so work on your aim, Slam. We can't get you a 3. Can't go 3 for missing the net. Bottom of the 6th we go. It's 1-1. Yes, thank you for doing clips as well, guys. We really appreciate it. You've been waiting all year for this. See, that's why we do this. All right, bottom of the 6th, community created player Dylan Humphreys is now your batter. Today's 1 for 2. He'll lift it towards shallow left field, coming in hard, covering a lot of range is Kelly Harper. He will pull it in to retire Humphrey for the first out. Bob Royal will ready to go against Joe Amundsen. He is 0 for 2 today. The 1-1. Jams him inside, still gets it to fairly deep center field. Well, at least normal center field. Well, Bill Schreiber's waiting. Cup of coffee makes the catch. See, told you he had a cup of coffee out there. 2 outs now, and Juan Karakudo is your batter. Karakudo is 2 for 2 today. Not afraid of Bob Royal. First pitch he sees, he's going to shoot it out to center field. No chance for Schreiber to make the play on that one. Wide turn from Karakudo, but he will think wiser and stay at first with his 3rd hit on the day. Karakudo over at first. Rusty Keith is your batter. A 2-1 pitch. Grounded towards short. Little bit of a bobble over there from Menchaca, and everybody's going to be safe. He had some range to go with that one, and it's going to be listed as an infield single. No error on the play from Menchaca. A bit of difficulty. Credit Keith with the base hit. 9 hits on the day now for the Reds. And with 2 on, 2 outs, Nathaniel LaRue, the catcher, is your batter. Also 2 for 2 with the 1 RBI for the Reds. A 3-2 pitch. Grounded towards third. Apparently, it was a very slow roller, and Coleman decides, no throw, let's play it safe, don't rush it. Everybody's safe. Third hit for Nathaniel LaRue. The bottom third of the order has been a real pest here to Bob Royal. Bases loaded. Eddie Yost is your batter. Oh, shoot. We're going to have an ad in a moment. Hold on. Time. Stupid pre-roll ads. I can't stop the frickin' things. Yes, thanks, ad. I'm waiting. All right. Sorry about that. The stupid pre-rolls aren't supposed to go when they are unless I didn't understand with the change. But the ad is now done. We are back live. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Eddie Yost here trying to do some damage. It's a 1-2 pitch to center field. Bill Schreiber going back, still going back, making the catch at the warning track. And that will retire the side. The bases will be left loaded. And that will end it. Bottom of the 6th is over. To the 7th we go. It's 1-1. All these hits and only 1 run. Indeed. Rupert Madden is your batter. I don't see any changes that I can notice. Mike Valentine will start us off here, top of the 7th in this 1-1 game. A 3-2 pitch. Gonna be a called strike 3 as he gets him.
Fatality.
Don't let Mrs. Machado hear that, huh? Funny. Funny! Mike Farrow, now your batter. Farrow, 0 for 1 today. Waits a 2-2 pitch from Madden. Grounded over to first. Humphrey has it. This time he will get it over to Madden covering to make the play for the 2nd out. With 2 outs now, Braylon Jones comes in as a pinch hitter. Jones, 24-year-old from Rutherford, New Jersey, played in Lake County last season in rookie ball. 228 average with 4 homers, 27 RBI. 16th round draft pick back in 2024. A 2-2 pitch. To left field, coming in hard and hurrying, making the play. Rusty Keith will get there in time on the run to make the catch. 7th inning stretch. Well, we still invite Ty Webb anywhere we go.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. It is the start of eMLB Winter League action here. The sounds of home, says Tim. We've got the Indians taking on the Reds here in the Battle of Ohio. We're in the bottom of the 7th now. It's still tied at 1. Bob Royal still going out there. 106 pitches. Did you put a pitch count on him, Savior? Again, it's AI controlled, so... First pitch to Brady House will be lifted to center field. Hell no, huh? Making the play out there, Bill Schreiber for the 1st out. Hell no, let him go. Hell no, let him go. Everyone else in the chat, hell no. Then the other side, let him go. Okay. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's hope that strategy works out for him. All right, Judson Fabian, your batter. 0 for 3. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Looks like he got him with the curveball.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's our friend.
Bob Royal will get his 6th strikeout on the day. 2 outs now, and Josh Schuler will be your batter. Stamina's not an issue, apparently. Nope. A 3-1 pitch. It's going to be lifted down the line in right field, and it's going to be a fair ball. It will get in time. And no, I'm pointing the wrong way. I got to get used to it. It's been a bit, gang. It's a fair ball. I called it wrong. Whoops. Baseball Prospectus would do an intervention. They might. Josh Schuler is aboard at first. 2 outs. Dylan Humphrey, your batter. He's 1 for 3. A 1-2. Runners going on the ball. The throw over to second is not in time, and Josh Schuler will get a stolen base. That's the third steal on the day. 2 for Eddie Yost early on. Josh Schuler gets the steal. We now got a runner at second here. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Here comes the pitch from Royal. To left field, well struck, but right in the direction of Hogan. I forgot to mention a new batter out there. Matt Hogan is in left field. Side is retired. Will now go to the 8th. It's still tied at 1. Juan Thomas comes in as a pinch hitter. He is a DH and a catcher. Big power thumper when he hits the ball. 17th round draft pick back in 2022. You went there, huh? Oh, dear God. Here we go. Madden with the 0-2 pitch to Thomas. To center. Well struck. This one's going back. It's going to hit halfway up the wall in center field. Thomas is heading for 2. Great throw from Yost. That one was closer than we thought, but Thomas will get in with the double. Just the 4th hit on the day for the Tribe. Really put a tag on that. Probably missed a home run by about 3 feet. Yost has a hose. Well, normally he's an average thrower, but in this instance, a catcher who's at least average to slightly below average on speed. It was close. We have a new batter. Pinch hitter is Chris McIlvaine. McIlvaine played as high. He played a little bit of AAA ball last year, but AA Harrisburg, 249, no homers and 34 RBI. We'll see what he has in mind here. Do we have a bunt in play? Let's see. Nope, he'll go swinging on the first pitch. It'll be a lazy fly to left field. Rusty Keith makes the catch. There's your first out. Unproductive pinch hit. Bill Schreiber will now be your batter. Schreiber is 0 for 3 today. A 2-1 count. To left center field, pretty well struck. Going back, Eddie Yost in the neighborhood. Rusty Keith. Yost makes the play. Quick throw back in, and Thomas got nowhere to go. He will stay at second. We now got 2 outs. And here comes Slambino, who hit a home run back in the 6th to tie this ball game up. First pitch. To left field, pretty well struck. Going back, Rusty Keith looks for it, but it is gonna be out of here. Second home run on the day for Slambino.
Yeah, get up there and wham! A homer! Wham! Another homer! Wham! 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 What?
I think Slambino is trying to make a statement about his spring training. I think so. 2 home runs on the day. Slambino 3. Cincinnati Reds 1. New pitcher coming in after that one. Alexander Molina. Minerva, the frig. There's 2 homers in this game. Period. 2. 1, 2 home runs in this game. And a guy that's got a 13 rating right now in home runs. So for winter league action, you know, he probably is above average. Anyway, Alexander Molina comes in. 26-year-old from Venezuela, did pitch a few innings in Cincy, but mostly in Louisville last season. He'll come in. He's got Kelly Harper with 2 outs. A 2-2. Got him swinging, chasing, out and away. 94 on the gun. He goes down.
Fatality.
And that will retire this side. Now bottom of the 8th we go. Cleveland leads this one 3-1. What is Sambino? It's not a drink. It's the first baseman, Slambino. Community created player, PJ. All right, bottom of the 8th, and look, Bob Royal isn't going to try to go the distance and throw 230 pitches. Fitz Patterson will come in. Patterson is a 1.0er. Big V, as he's known, 23-year-old from West Valley City, Utah. Played in Columbus last year, 4-8 record, 3.44 ERA. He'll start with Joe Amundsen. Juan Caracuto and Rusty Keith will come up. Changes. Tommy Richardson came in to now play short. Brady House is removed. No, Brady House is on the other side. Oh my God, I'm spacing on who was there earlier. But anyway, you get the idea. Pre-roll ads are on the screen. We'll run the ad break when the game is done, dang it. Vince Patterson, now your batter. The 3-2 pitch. Oh, Jeff Menchaca, thank you for that. Got him swinging on the full count pitch, but it looks like he went chasing. There's your first strikeout for Big V. 1 out now. Juan Caracuto is your batter. I love the name of that clip. Prettiest soft lapwing future man. Where does it come up with this? Anyway, Juan Caracuto has been tough today. 3 for 3 tough. See how he does against Patterson, the 2-1. Towards right field, ranging over with plenty of room, plenty of time. Kelly Harper, who's out in right field, now makes the catch. Matt Hogan is now in left. Harper was in left, moved over to right. 2 outs, Rusty Keith, now your batter. Keith, 3 for 3 today. First pitch he sees, slaps it over to second. Mike Farrow comes in, plenty of time. He'll throw and retire. Keith to retire the side. We'll go to the 9th. It's still Cleveland 3 and Cincy 1. Alexander Molina will stay in. Jeff Coleman, Mike Valentine, Mike Farrow scheduled up. We'll start with Coleman. Coleman is 0 for 3. A 3-2 pitch. Got him swinging.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
There's a second strikeout on the day for Alexander Molina. We've got 1 out now, and Mike Valentine 1 for 2 with a 1-2 pitch for him. To center field. Coming in, plenty of time. Eddie Yost makes the catch. 2 outs. And with 2 outs now, Mike Farrow will be your batter. Farrow 0 for 2 and a 1-2. To left field, left center. That one will get down, and it's going to make its way over to the wall. Taking the corner, heading for second. And getting in there is Mike Farrow, who'll get a double. Farrow is at second. Matt Hogan will get his first at-bats, former third-round draft pick back in 2023. The 26-year-old from Melville, New York, played in Columbus last season, hitting just .218 with 3 home runs. A 1-2. Look out. That one got him, and we have had an awful lot of beanballs in this one. It's a Cody Koshin special. All the beans, indeed. Probably because there's a player in this game named Beano. Who knows? All right, Juan Thomas will get an at-bat. He lasered one off of the center field wall for a double. First pitch he sees, grounds it over to first. Dylan Humphrey has it. He will throw over to Molina covering. That will retire the side. The Indians will leave a couple more on the base paths, but they'll get nothing further. Reds their last chance to try to make this one a game. It's 3-1. Rogelio Flores will come in to try to close this one out from Santo Domingo. The 23-year-old played in Double-A ball last season with a 2.05 ERA during that time. He'll start with the number 9 hitter, Nathaniel LaRue. LaRue, great day at the plate, 3 for 3 with an RBI. 2-0 count. Jams it over to third. Play is going to be made in time for the first out. Ed Yost, you're 0 for 3 today. He'll hit that one to second. That'll be an easy one for Mike Farrow. The Reds will be down to their final out. Narrator, the Ohio Civil War of 2027 started, oddly enough, on a baseball field in Texas. Needs to be narrated by Morgan Freeman, though. All right. Virgilio Flores will try to get the save here. Brady House will try to keep it going. It's 0 for 3. A 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3, looking. This game is going to be over. Congrats to Cleveland winning the first of the Winter League games 3-1. Slambino, absolute MVP in this one. 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in. Gotta think he gets it. Bob Royal will earn the victory. 7 innings, scattered 11 hits, 1 earned run, striking out 6. Yep, Bino gets the credit. Was gonna say, don't let OOTP throw this off. Because of some great work today from the team, there will be no loss for Cleveland today. Is that why you named him that? No, I know why you named him that. But anyway, it's still funny. All right, let's look at action around the league on this first day, and then we will advance. I will take a commercial break right after this. Again, 3 minutes of ads. I apologize you got to put up with it, but we got to pay college bills coming up, so we got to take the money where we can. Tigers defeated the Blue Jays 9-7. Kyler Murray did get 2 home runs on the day. Slambino, you saw the 2 home runs as the Indians beat the Reds 3-1. Padres will get, what was that, Pat Contestable? Well, he hit 2 contestable home runs and helps the Padres defeat the Rockies 9-3. Hey! JR, thank you for the gifts. Looking quickly, no one I see there is a regular. But if you're here and you just got a gifted sub, then JR has invited you to create a player. Let me move on because the ad is coming. Red Sox 3, Cubs 1. The Mets will win 10-8 against the Athletics. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson with a home run. Cardinals will defeat the White Sox 3-0. Marlins fall to the Braves 3-2. Diamondbacks will beat the Royals by a 3-2 score. Expos will win 8-3 against the Rangers. Mariners 4, Twins 0. The Brewers will win 9-1. Yankees defeat the Nationals 10-4. Dodgers beating the Angels in the Battle of Los Angeles 14-10. Orioles will thump the Stags 15-1. The Pirates 15, the Astros 5, and finally the Phillies 6, and the Giants 2. I will step away and take the commercials, get them out of the way now. We'll come back and have more Winter League action. You're watching 2027 eMLB Winter League just getting underway. We'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere.
You would join us.
I won't even entertain that follow. We'll just be right back. We are back live on Sunday. Coffee with the Commish edition of Fluffy Kitty Ninjas and the start of the 2027 eMLB Winter League season. Commish LB back here with you. We have advanced the day while we were away on the ad break. Let's see what's happened around the league. We have a couple of signings. Former San Diego Padre Jesus Armando Sanchez will sign a 1-year deal with the Montreal Expos for $6.5 million. He was hitting .281 last year with 13 home runs, 65 runs batted in. A 7-year veteran in the major leagues so far, career .260 hitter. Like this signing. It's a 1-year chance. He's 29 years old. Why not give him a shot? He'll become a free agent after this season anyway, so it gives him a chance to try to prove himself among all the other things that are being done here. So nice pickup for Montreal. Meanwhile, George Valera will sign a 1-year deal. The former Kansas City Royal. He was on 3 different teams last season. He was with Kansas City, Baltimore, now Minnesota. And for Valera. Let's look at his major league numbers. Career 261 hitter with 45 home runs and 154 runs batted in. I see your +3 boost, Uber. And Uber, you also got a tier 2 gifted sub, which means that that was 1.5 boosts that you received for that. So just referencing that. So George Valera signs also on a 1-year deal, as well as Jesus Armando Sanchez. Let's look at other possible signings. See some free agents. Yep, just free agents, but Sanchez and Valera will sign those deals. And then now, sorry, cover your eyes in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I hate it, but it does it automatically, gang. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. But no additional injuries of note, although we did have the yucks already because of Sergio Herrera being scratched by a fluffy kitty ninja. All right. Chris Carmichael has a strained hip flexor. He is fine. Esteban Montalvo, another Met with a sore elbow. It is only a 4-day injury. So again, as a reminder for those of you who are not in our Discord, Winter League rules, you have 35 players on your roster. You can only replace a player if they have an injury of more than 7 days, 1 week. It has to say 1 week in order to be replaced. And if you take the player off, you cannot put him back on. So that's the manual policing we're doing in order to have this cleaner format for Winter League. All right, so with that, let's go look and see what games we've got today. So we have 3 more sim days. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the last day, so we're only going to watch 2 more games. So the last day, I'm not going to have any additional, because I wanted to do no more than 3 games, because it's just impossible to do otherwise. All right. I think you want to do exclamation FFA, Stroker. There is no exclamation join command, just exclamation FFA, nothing else, like you see everyone else doing. There you go. All right, so let's see who we got. Who we looking at this one? If you've already played, you're out. Oh, by the way, I'm going over to Cleveland because the frig that game confused me. Here. Stick this time. All right. I've been in a massive rush. I've put in over 30 plus hours just doing eMLB stuff this week alone. All right, so we got Red Sox Athletics. We have the Angels and the Stags. We've got the Padres taking on the Giants. So again, if you're here, you are eligible, then I will decide from there. Mets and Rangers. Braves, Indians, already saw the Indians. Yankees, Phillies. Mariners, Blue Jays. Expos, Nationals. I know GT is not here. Orioles, Marlins. Tigers, Rockies. SF is good to go. What? Yeah, but Steve's not here, is he? Tigers, Rockies. Brewers, Cardinals. Astros, Rays. White Sox, Cubs. Pirates, Dodgers. Already saw the Reds, so no Diamondbacks. And Royals and Twins. Who it be? You gotta, I want both GMs to be here in order for that one. Phillies are here. You got the Yankees. Pete's never here, so. Kansas City versus Minnesota. Well, is Minerva here long enough to do the 9? I know he's probably working in the background. Okay, so Minerva's here. Jason's here. So let's, we'll call this game. And I like this one. These are a couple of 1.0ers. One of the Latham twins, Willie Latham from Kathleen, Florida. We'll get to see him. He's got a twin brother, Doug, also 1.0 names. But Willie Latham will get the ball in this one for the Royals. And a Steve Kim favorite, Ramon Jackson, a former Brave back in the 1.0 era and very much responsible for a very impressive run for those Braves. Doug is in, oh, okay, so the other twin is Doug Latham, and he is in Cincy in this one. Open beers for every one of the at-bats. No, I would be dead. Exactly. All right, let's go on. We're going to head, so we'll be at Greater Nevada Field in this one between the Royals and the Twins. Switch to human control. Again, here's your extent of what you can do. You can decide any changes to your lineup. So let's start with Minerva and the Royals. Any adjustments? Let me remove myself too, because holy crap, do I take up a lot of real estate where the lineups are. Bye, give me the hook. All right, Minerva, what are you feeling? Only change needing to be made is that McCarthy is in for who? Parker? There ain't no Parker in the lineup. Hello. JR making me go to another page in my notes because I used all my page that side. 2-5 continued. Thundercats, ho!
Snarf, snarf.
Oh, okay. BJ Parker. All right. I was like, what? So, see, now, this is what we call trying to get off the couch. Lennon McCartney coming in at short. That's Bella's community creative player. And move down to the number 9 in the lineup. We know your game plan, Minerva. Hey. Sorry, one too many button presses there. Okay. All right, that joke went on too long. All right, Mr. Cleghorn. Mr. Cleghorn, any adjustments you want to make in this one?
I don't think this boy's got all his marbles. Shakes his head when he means yes, and nods when he means no.
Hitting ninth, that's just a pillow upgrade. Scott Morgan is a 1.0er. He'll go into right field. Hey, Sincere Feggins, feg off, buddy. You out. See, Tim called it. Tim's got some experience in that category, I think, unfortunately. Most of us do, don't we? You're good beyond that. All right. So we got our lineups in, and that means I can come back on your screens, right? Here I am. Maybe not. It works normally. All right, that just ruined that joke is what it did. You know, and I'm also on the wrong dang screen anyway. Professional streamer, yo. Let's get to Greater Nevada Ballpark. Welcome. It's Greater Nevada Field. For what you can see of it, do I have a better view of it? Probably not. Overhead will stink, so we're sticking with a wide. Well, not many camera options were given. Classic 3D? Well, that would... Nope, we're going back to modern 3D. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, eee! Scary. Scary. PTSD, gang. All right. Let's look at the Twins' defensive alignment in this one before we get her started. Federico Cabrera will be in left field. Deshaun Toll-Free We'll have to talk to him about those tolls being free. That'd be great. Center fielder Scott Morgan will be in right field. Juan Quezada over at third. Alfredo Espinoza is your shortstop. Juan Yaramillo is at second. And Davey Rudolph is at first. Ben Rortvet will be behind the dish. On the hill, the 1.0 legend himself, Ramon Jackson, 23-year-old from Los Alamos, New Mexico. Throws a nice bevy fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Let's see him do his thing as we get her started. Royals will start us off with Jim Heikes. Heikes is the left fielder. Let's get the game going. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I gotta switch because we're not on AI mode. Gonna be a little quicker, gang. 2-2 pitch. Because at 1 o'clock, I may have to take a phone call here at some point. I keep my phone nearby. I have a tree company coming. There's a shot into right field. That'll get down on a liner. Taking the corner is Heikes. He'll stop at first. So again, if I have to step aside to take a phone call, I have a tree company coming. I have one tree that came down, thankfully, while no one was here yesterday, while we were at a hockey game. And then another tree had been down at the heavy snow that we had the week prior. And then I have a dead tree on the other side of the house and another tree that squirrels keep jumping onto my roof and getting into my attic. So I'm getting rid of that tree as well. It's just, I have enough trees as it is. I do have enough trees as it is because I live in a development area. All right, Artie Gibson. Another 1.0er will be the batter. Since this game is being played later, look at the scoreboard to see how your team is doing here. First pitch is inside. Heikes is going. The throw to second is not going to be in time as they will get in with the stolen base. I'll be like, what was wrong with my sound effects there? Whoopsie. Alrighty. Artie Gibson with a runner at second. Now the 1-0 pitch will be rolled over to first. Easy play there for Dave Rudolph. He'll throw to Jackson covering first. For the first out is Heikes. Scoots over to third. Yeah, the squirrel problems. Also mice problems. Caught 3 mice already. Got traps all over the attic. And only catching the mice so far. The squirrels are pretty smart. Eddie Romero will be your batter. He is 0 for 4 today. He'll lift that to right field. That'll get down, and that'll be a base hit. A dying quail. Don't you hate them dying quails? Heikes will score. It's a 1-0 game off of Eddie Romero's base hit. Dominic Dark, we've seen him in Winter League action. Of course, we did it in tournament format, so last season he had 14 home runs and 38 runs batted in Winter League, but hit 197. First pitch to Dark, grounded to third. He'll throw to second for 1, but that will be it as they won't be able to get anything else. Juan Yaramillo was shaken up, checks his hand on the play, but he will be fine. Just a little scrape on the near collision. 2 outs now. Bobby Cox, the catcher, famous catcher from the 1.0 era, not the manager. The 3-2 pitch. Hit down the line right field, and it's a fair ball, gang. I got it right this time. Fair ball. It gets to the wall. Cox is thinking 3. Cox is in there with a 3.
That's what she said.
Cox was in there.
That's what she said.
Okay. I get it. Triple for Bobby Cox. Scores the run. Eddie Romero crosses the plate. It's 2-0 Kansas City. Carl Gross. He's gross, indeed. Another guy that had a promising future that was cut down by a major injury in 1.0. A 2-2 pitch. He'll lift that to right, and that's going to be down. Gross will get an RBI single. It's now 3-0 here. Ramon Jackson looking a little rattled. Umpires Union has rejected Commissioner's application. That's 2 signals correct in a row. We have standards, sir. Gross is aboard at first. Sergio Soto will be your batter. Break up the Royals indeed. The 1-1. Grounded towards third. Gonna have to hurry, and he decides he's gonna pocket it. Soto flying down the line there with that 17 speed. I know the camera doesn't give us the best angle here. Wish I could adjust it, but I can't adjust it, can I? No, I cannot. All right, we've got 2 on, 2 outs. Becker, Jeremy Becker, the center fielder, is now your batter. The 2-2. That one's to left center field. That one's going to be trouble. 1 run is going to score. Do we have another run? We do. 2 runs will score. It's 5-0 as Gross will come in. 2-run double for Jeremy Becker. Yep. Even though we're not betting today, apparently put your bets in Kansas City 20. Lennon McCartney, the Beatle, coming in. 3rd round draft pick last season, 2026, on a 1-2 pitch. Called, looking at strike 3 and goes down. Royals will bat 9 and score 5. We'll go to the bottom of the 1st. It's 5-0. Let's look at the Royals lineup in this one. Left field has Jim Hikus. Jeremy Becker is in center, and Carl Gross in right field. Sergio Soto is your 3rd baseman. Lennon McCartney over at short. Eddie Romero is your 2nd baseman. And Dominic Dark over at first. Bobby Cox behind the dish. And on the hill, twin brother of Doug Latham from Kathleen, Florida, it's Willie Latham. Another 1.0 player, 16-7 in AAA Columbus this past year. Latham looking to audition for this Royals rotation this year. Dave Rudolph will start us off. Rudolph 0 for 4 in game 1. Waits a 2-0 count. Gonna lift it down the left side. It's a duck snort and it's a base hit. A duck snort down the line. Fair ball. I got it right again. And I will never get into the umpires union, because I get the calls right. I don't know. Deshaun Toll-Free will be your batter. Cardinal fan Discord DMing me. Oh boy. All right. No, we're not betting. People are just doing it in fun. Deshaun Toll-Free will be your batter now with 1 on. An 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Latham gets him and sends him down. First strikeout on the day for Willie Latham. We got 1 out. Alfredo Espinoza will be your batter. 0 for 4 in yesterday's first game of Winter League. The 2-2 goes chasing after a off-speed, it's a slider. A take no prisoners slider that he couldn't get. Second straight strikeout. Well, we probably do more vetting than the Met. Oh, dear God. All right. Yikes. You guys are out there today. Okay, 2 outs now. Brandon Klug. Klug is a eMLB on the show name. Loved his potential. He played for Colorado in the on the show universe. Carried him over. We'll see what he does here in eMLB 2.0. An 0-1 to Klug. Runners going. That one is a ball, but the throw down to first is perfect, and he got him dead to rights. Side will be retired as the Mets will be run out of the inning. 1 done, 5-0 Royals. Ron Jackson looking for a better second inning here. He'll start against Jim Hikus. Hikus 1 for 1 on a 2-2 count. That's going to be hit to center, and Hikus is going to get another base hit. It looks like Reno Ace's center fielder man approves on this one so far. You know what I should do for fun? I will hide the top area as well during game action, although that might screw me up. We'll see. Artie Gibson will be your batter, just so you can get a better look at the ballpark, including Mr. Inflatable, Mr. Met wannabe out there in center field. All right, Artie Gibson is your batter. He's 0 for 1. That one's going to be popped up into towards second. Play will be made there by Juan Yaramillo. Yeah, that throws me off way too much. I'm just going to leave it because I need the play-by-play just a little bit to make sure I don't sound like a moron. All right, one out now. Eddie Romero is your batter. He had an RBI single in his first at-bat. He'll take first pitch, grounded to short, over to second for one, but that is all they will do. They'll play it safe and not try to make another throw.
Prime.
Hey, Josh, thank you very much for dropping Optimus Prime on top of everybody. 14-month sub from Josh Hedges, our White Sox GM. All right, we got 2 outs now. Romero still at first. Dominic Dark, your batter. First pitch is a knee-high ball. The throw is a strike, but the throw to second is not going to be in time. It's a stolen base for Eddie Romero. Runner at second as Romero gets in with his speed. A 3-2 pitch. He'll go chasing after it and go down.
Fatality.
Side is retired. Inning and a half done here at Greater Nevada Field between the Royals and the Twins. It's Royals 5, Twins nothing. Hey, Donnie. Man has grown so much since you met him. Thank you, sir. Appreciate having you here. Oh, where's the llama? I thought you'd use the alpaca. Let me, hold on. Let me give a shout out over to Donnie. Meanwhile, Josh is also cashing in $3 million. White Sox want to get paid. They want to pay their off-season training bills. Yeah, you've lost track of time playing out of the park last night. I know it. I wrote earlier, I once turned out of the park off, and I think that's how Kokamish ended up getting conceived. Out of the park is phenomenal birth control. 100%. Willie Latham ready to go. Brandon Klug will start it off. It's a 2-2 pitch. Klug lifts it towards left center field. This one's trailing over, still getting there in time. Jim Heikes will get the call in front of Jeremy Becker for the out. Giggity, 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 goo. Elvad. What out? Bottom of the second. Juan Quezada is your batter. The 1-0 to Quezada. He'll lift that to center field. More towards left center as the wind's pulling it over. Jeremy Becker will make the catch on this one. And we've got 2 outs now. Scott Morgan. Morgan, your batter, 1 for 4 so far in Winter League action. Waits the 0-1 pitch. Lines that one into left field. Heikes going after it, but he's going to have to watch it go and get by him. He'll play it well off the wall, but the throw in towards second will not be in time. Scott Morgan with a 2-out double. You're not sure I've taken my meds today? What are you talking about? I don't take meds. It's fish oil. Federico Cabrera, the left fielder, will be your batter. A 1-2 pitch. Got looking with a, was that a fastball? 99-mile-an-hour fastball, blows it right by him. Third strikeout for Willie Latham. That's the end of the second inning. It's 5-0 KC. Top third, Bobby Cox will start us off. He's 1 for 1. He had an RBI with a 2-2 pitch. Got him looking with the fastball. It is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. There's a third strikeout for Moan Jackson. All of a sudden, my hat's itchy. 1 out. Carl Gross, your batter. 1 for 1 with an RBI. The 2-1. Grounded over towards short. Quick play over there for Espinoza. He'll throw to first in time. Great work from Alfredo Espinoza to get Gross out for the second out. Sergio Soto, your batter, also with a base hit. 7 hits so far for the Royals here in 2 2/3. A 3-0 pitch. Grounded right towards third, a 2 hopper. Juan Quezada takes the gift, throws it to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Twins. We'll go bottom of the third. Twins still trail 5-0. Oh boy. All right. Ben Rort Vet will start us off. Rort is 0 for 3 today. On a 2-2 pitch. It's going to pop it up towards center, but it's barely going to get towards the grass. Lennon McCartney will call forward, makes the catch for the first out. 1 out, Juan Jaramillo, your second baseman, will be the batter. A 3-0 pitch. Outside, missing high, ball 4s. Jaramillo will take the walk. Latham's first walk issued on the day. 1 out runner over at first. Back to the top of the order. Dave Rudolph is your batter. An 0-2 pitch. Grounded to second. They'll throw to second for 1, but that is all they will get as Romero gets the quick flip over to McCartney. McCartney not playing short as often. Plays it safe. Rudolph will get to first. Toll Free is your batter. Deshaun Toll Free. 0 for 1. With a 1-2 pitch. This one's the center, and it will drop down for a base hit. Rudolph will stomp at second as Jeremy Becker's known for having a huge arm. Let me guess, Cardinal, you have a bold prediction. Someone will win this ballgame, and someone else will lose. Okay. Alfredo Espinosa is your batter with runners at first and second. He's 0 for 1 today. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded towards second. Good range to his left is Eddie Romero. He'll throw over to first in time to retire this side. That'll put 3 innings done in the books. 5-0 Royals. Let's keep it on going. Ramon Jackson ready to take on Jeremy Becker. He's had a good couple of innings since. Oh boy, you guys are going off the rails on the crazy chain in the chat. Becker waiting the 1-0 from Jackson. Towards right center field, pretty well struck, going back to the wall. Leaping is Morgan, but this one is gonna be gone for Jeremy Becker. Solo shot off the bat of Jeremy Becker gives the Royals a 6-0 lead now. Lennon McCartney will be the batter, but not before we have a pitching change. Ramon Jackson's day is done. Nick Nastrini, the 26-year-old from San Diego, California, will be your batter. Commissioner's not the only one with Bailey's in his coffee. I will be getting coffee soon. This one does not have Bailey's in it. Pre-roll ads are on. Run an ad break to disable them. I just got that message. If you get an ad, I apologize in advance. This thing is stupid, this ad program. Whatever. All right, so Nick Nastrini coming in, played Double-A Pensacola last year, 14-7 with a 2.24 ERA. He'll start off with Lennon McCartney. A 2-1 pitch to McCartney. Slapped over towards first. Easy play for Dave Rudolph. He will hustle to the bag, retiring McCartney for the first out. Jim Hikas, now your batter. First pitch he sees, lifted to right field. This one's got some carry. Morgan going back, reaches up, and this one will be caught right up against the wall. Gave it a ride, but it falls just short as Hikas tried to have the second home run of the inning. Instead, it's the second out now. 2 outs. Artie Gibson, your batter, 0 for 2. 1 pitch. Slap towards left. This one will get down. Went with the pitch, the sinker that was pitched low and in, and just a little bit of a late reaction does well to deposit in front of Federico Cabrera. Now 9 hits on the day for the Royals. Eddie Romero, your batter, 1 for 2. A 1-2 pitch, caught looking with the strike 3, and he will go down. Side will be retired, 3.5 in the books here. In this one, it's the Royals 6 and the Twins nothing. $1 million team cash for Pirate. Got that. Thank you, Ataraxi. I appreciate that. Again, we really hate that we've got to do ads, but again, we can't ignore any money coming when it comes to college right around the corner. The kid has put in all the applications. Makes me sad. Anyway, Brandon Klug will start us off here, bottom of the fourth. He is 0 for 1. A 3-2 from Latham. Hard shot to second, diving stop from McCartney, but can't hang on to it. Krug unloaded on that ball. Great effort from McCartney, possibly could have stopped a double. Klug will be aboard, 4th hit on the day for the Twins now. Juan Quezada will now be the batter. The 0-2 pitch. To left field, down the line, and a fair ball. I did. Okay, now I can apply to the the umpires union because I screwed up. Quezada gets the base hit down the line, but all they could do is just advance 90 feet. Klug stops at second now. We got runners at first and second, nobody out. Scott Morgan, 1 for 1. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 96 up in the zone. And that one's gonna rattle anybody, isn't it?
That's the old pepper boy. That's the old pitching. That's putting it over the old plate boy.
Yeah, he did. It is now the 4th strikeout for Willie Latham. We've got 1 out. Federico Cabrera, your batter, 0 for 1. A 1-0 count to center. This will drop down for a hit. Klug will take the corner and head for home. He will score. Twins will get on the board after the RBI single from Federico Cabrera. It is 6-1. Ben Rortvet, the catcher, will now be the batter. First pitch, nope. Says, balk. Balk, you. Runners will advance 90 feet. Latham tries to find out what he did wrong. As the explanations explain, doesn't think he really did what was said. Runners at second and third now still. There's the first pitch slapped into left. This one's trailing. It's going to get down and head for the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Rortvet heading to second. He gets in there. Safe. 2-run double for Ben Rortvet. It is now 6-3. Juan Jaramillo will be your batter. Jaramillo took a walk in his first at bat. Yeah, he did. A 1-2. Well, this time he'll take a walk, but that's because he just struck out.
Fatality.
It's almost the ball game, folks. Indeed. 2nd out, 5 strikeouts on the day now for Willie Latham. With 2 outs, bottom of the 4th, Dave Rudolph, your batter, is 1 for 2. A 2-1 pitch. Lined into right for a base hit. Diving attempt made, but it just got by. Heading for home is Rortvet. He will get in there just in time. Whew. Close play, but Dave Rudolph will get the RBI single. A big diving attempt from Dominic Dark, but it just got past his glove. Great attempt from Kyle Gross at the plate, but missed by about a whisker. A fluffy kitty ninja whisker. That's what Sergio Herrera needed, was to go for the whiskers, not for the claws or the katanas. The shot toll free, your batter, 1 for 2. A 1-0 pitch. Rolled right over to first. It's a fair ball. Dominic Dark has it. He'll get to the bag, steps on it, and that will mercifully end the inning. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Twins. 4 innings in the books. We got a ball game now. It's 6-4 KC. Nick Nastrini will continue his 2nd inning of work now after replacing our starter. Dominic Dark will be the batter. Bobby Cox, Kyle Gross are scheduled up after. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Got him with the off-speed stuff. Second strikeout for Nastrini, who's come in and pitched much better in place of Ramon Jackson. 1 out. Bobby Cox, your batter. 1 for 2 with an RBI. A 2-2 pitch. Got him going after 1. That one looked up in the zone. Because it was a slider up in the zone. Couldn't come around on it. Go! Third strikeout now for Nick Nastrini. Two outs. Top of the 5th. Carl Gross, now your batter. A 3-2 pitch. Got him swinging. He'll strike out the side. Godzilla mode for Nick Nastrini as the Twins are continuing to build momentum. We're now halfway through this ball game. It's 6-4. Twins coming back up. Alfredo Espinoza, middle of the order, due up. Willie Latham staying out there still on 76 pitches. A 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. That one looked like it was a bit outside. That is exactly what Espinoza said on that call. There's where it is. eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone kind of in Espinoza's corner there. Nevertheless, Bobby Cox gets the draw. Willie Latham will get the 6th strikeout. Brendan Klug will now be your batter. Oh, hold on. We got the dang pre-roll ad. It doesn't tell me the pre-roll's coming. It just says it's in the neighborhood. Hold on. It's almost done, gang. Yep, I know, ad. All right, sorry about that. This stupid thing, I have to figure out how to get the pre-rolls to be off because it says it's disabled. Some of you don't get it, others do, and I apologize. That wasn't the intent. It's supposed to be another 3-minute ad break in 20 minutes, and somehow pre-rolls still sneak their heads in despite them saying disabled. Sorry, gang. Brandon Klug will be your batter. 1 for 2. We will figure it out. A 1-2 pitch. A swinging bunt. The catcher has it. Cox will throw to first, retiring Klug for the 2nd out. No worries. Helen Mirren, always welcome on your screen. Yes. All right. 2 outs. Juan Quezada will be your batter. He's 1 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3, and he will go down. 5 innings in the books now, and that was Latham's 7th strikeout. Oops, I forgot. Godzilla mode for Latham. We'll go to the 6th now. It's 6-4, Kansas City. Sergio Soto, bottom 3rd of the order, coming up here with Nick Nastrini. Still on the hill here. 4 strikeouts for himself. Soto, 1 for 2. The first pitch from Nastrini will be lifted towards center field. Drifting over to his right, being watched oddly from Mr. and Floaty Head out here is Deshaun Toll Free. Probably what he's asking him.
Hey, how do you get your tolls free?
Probably. Jeremy Becker. Well, if he was Toll House, then he'd be asking him for cookies, wouldn't he? Anyway, Jeremy Becker, your batter. 2 for 2. He hit a home run in his last at-bat back in the 4th. The 0-1 pitch. To center. Pretty well struck. Toll Free going back. Still going back. He will make the catch on the warning track. Mr. Inflatable Head Guy going, yay! Anyway, I digress. Lennon McCartney, now your batter. Lennon's 0 for 2. The 1-2 pitch. Lifted towards left field. Heading down towards the line. It is in fair territory, but Federico Cabrera will make the catch. Pull it in, and the side retire. Bottom of the 6th we go. 6-4 Kansas City. New pitcher coming in for the Royals. Willie Latham's day is done. Doug is in Cincy commish. Sean Zelnick, no relation to Jared Kelnick. Sean Zelnick from Memphis, Texas, the 20-year-old who played in rookie ball last year, will come in this instance. He'll make his Winter League debut with this one. Scott Morgan, Federico Cabrera, Ben Rortvedt are scheduled up. Morgan 1 for 2. And the first pitch from Zelnick comes and lifted towards center field. This one will drop down as I get the hiccups from my coffee. Sorry. Morgan stops at first. That is the 9th hit on the day now for both sides as the Twins have been picking it up. And Federico Cabrera will now be your batter. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI. 2-2 pitch to second. Whoa, it got by on a diving attempt apparently. Never trust the animations, but a diving attempt there from Romero, couldn't get it, and Morgan read it well. Seeing Becker couldn't get there in time despite the big arm. He'll head to third. That puts runners at the corners now with nobody out. Twins continuing to threat here. Romero, get off your what? Get off of your what?
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
Rortvedt is your batter. He's 1 for 2. He had the 2-run double in his last at bat back in the 4th. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded to second, to short, and that's all they will get. As McCartney, still learning shortstop, doesn't have the most comfort there. There will be a run scored. It's an RBI ground out for Rortvedt, his 3rd on the day. Now 6-5 here as it's a 1-run game. Jorge Duque, or is it George Duke? We don't know. But it's Jorge Duque from Colombia, the 22-year-old who played an A-plus ball last year, comes in as a pinch hitter with a fair amount of thump. A 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 as he got him looking with the circle change. Didn't even take the bat off the shoulder. Zelnick is going to be lifted here. Daniel Ridgway, the left-hander, comes in now as a reliever. The 21-year-old from Inglewood, Finn Hill, Washington. Played rookie ball last year. Ridgway will come in and has 4 lefties to face, or 4 coming lefties listed. We'll start with Dave Rudolph. He's been hitting well, 2 for 3 with an RBI. The 1-1 pitch slapped over to third to second for 1, and that's all they needed. Good work from Sergio Soto to get him out of the inning. Twins will get another one. It continues to get it to be closer and closer of a game. It's 6-5. Nastrini stays in. Top of the order, Jim Heikes. He is 2 for 3 on a full count pitch. Hard shot to right center field. This one is going to get down and one hop the wall. Heikes heading for second. He will turn for third. He is on his way, and he will get in there with a leadoff triple. Leadoff triple for Jim Heikes as he tries to get the Royals back on the scoring side. They haven't scored since the 4th. Artie Gibson, your batter, 1 for 3. With a 0-2 count. Called looking on a changeup. Infield was in, just needed to put bat on ball. And Artie Gibson watches a changeup for called strike 3. Nick Nastrini with 5 strikeouts now in relief. Nice work. Eddie Romero, 1 for 3 with an RBI. A 2-2 count. To right field. Drops in for a hit. Eddie Romero will get his 2nd RBI single on the day. Coming in is Heikes. It is 7-5. Alrighty, top 7, 1 out. Dominic Dark is now your batter. Dark 0 for 3 with an 0-1 count. Look out, this one comes in too far and it got him. He'll take his base. Heading down to second is Eddie Romero. One out. Bobby Cox, 1 for 3 with an RBI. The 1-0. To right center. This one will get down. It's going to roll for days into the farthest part of the park in right center. Cox will stop at second. One run will score, and they stop the other run as Dominic Dark decides to stop at third. Runners at second and third with 1 out, 8-5 now. And Carl Gross will try to add further damage. Well, nope, they won't. They're going to walk him. They'll give him the intentional walk. They'll take their chances with Sergio Soto, who's 1 for 3 today. Infield is in. The 1-2. Got him swinging. He goes after the sinker, and he misses.
Emotional damage.
6 strikeouts now for Nick Nastrini. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. Bases loaded. Jeremy Becker with a home run already in this game and 3 RBI. Can he be the hero of the day? A 3-2 pitch. Runners go. Swings and misses. Goes with the off-speed pitch and eats them all up. 7 strikeouts for a reliever? Well, that's Godzilla mode indeed. To the bottom of the 7th we go. It's 8-5 Kansas City. Daniel Ridgway has 3 lefties coming up. He'll try to get by here. We'll start with Deshaun Toll-Free, who's 1 for 3. A 1-2 pitch. Lined into right field, and it gets down. And it goes through the wall. It goes through the wall. And Kyle Gross just runs right through the wall. Someone get maintenance out to right field. Stat. We'll continue. Runner at second. Alfredo Espinoza, your batter. He's 0 for 3. A 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Got him with a pitch on the inside, and it's his 3rd strikeout on the day.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Field of Dreams Park. Yep, just run into the corn and go get it. Brandon Klug is your batter now. Klug, 1 for 3. Bump Bailey, you will be missed. Good call. Good call. Bartholomew.
I am Optimus
Line
Prime.
down the line right field. Fair ball. Danny almost threw me off. Runner will score. Gross will get into second with the 1-out double. 8-6. Thank you, Danny, for dropping Optimus Prime on everybody. Danny, who's officially put in his player over the PA. Maintenance to the outfield for wormhole removal, please. Maintenance to the outfield. All right, here we go. Wankazada. Oh, I see why you're saying it. Tim Dover coming in as the reliever. No relation to Ben. From Latrobe, Pennsylvania, the 23-year-old played an A+ Wilmington last year, 7-2 with a 2.96 ERA in 12 starts. Now we are looking for the pitcher's brother named Ben. Nope, no pitcher named Ben, but a sister named Eileen. Juan Cazada is your batter, 1 for 3. Lined into left, and that's a base hit. Gross is gonna score. Klug scores. Gross had scored prior. Brandon Klug will score. Juan Cazada gets an RBI double, and it's now 8-7. And we have a pinch hitter as Cletus Maldrum will come in. Cletus from London, Ontario, Canada. Yes, unfortunately, I do not speak Korean, but I know the name of your player. Cletus Maldrum coming in, 0 for 1 so far in Winter League action. The 1-0 pitch. This one's into right. This one will drop. Here comes the play at the plate. Nope, there will not be. They'll stop Cazada over at third. Not the fastest guy out there. Runners at first and third now with 1 out. Federico Cabrera's had a good day, 2 for 3. A 3-2 pitch. Got him looking, called strike 3. Dover will get his first strikeout on the day. We've got 2 outs now. Ben Rortvedt is 1 for 3 with 3 RBI. A 1-2 pitch. Lined into right. It's a base hit. It's a tie ball game. Runner will head for third. And he got there. I couldn't tell. You couldn't tell by the graphic. But Cletus Meldrum got to third. Barely. Rortvedt with his 4th RBI on the day. It's now a tie ball game. Jorge Duque is your batter. Or if you prefer, it's just George Duke. A 3-2 pitch. Runners going. This one's into left field. Pretty well struck. Heading for the light tower. And it is out of here. 3-run homer for Jorge Duque. 6 runs in this inning. 446-foot moonshot. Jorge Duque. Maybe Tim needs to bend over. Maybe. Jeff Butcher comes in. Butcher will come in and replace 22-year-old from Lamont, Illinois. Played in rookie ball last year. 21 saves during that time. Dave Rudolph, top of the order. We go 2 for 4 today for Dave. A 2-2 pitch. Butcher with the sidearm action gets the job done and sends him down. 6 runs were scored by the Twins in this one. It's a different ball game. This game started 5-0 KC. It's now 11-8 Minnesota. I had something. No, it's not even there. All right, never mind. Okay, Ken Brisson comes in for the Twins here. The left-hander, 27-year-old from Kansas City, Missouri. He has been as high as AAA Rochester once before, but he pitched in Double-A last season. The left-hander, ready to go. We'll start with Lennon McCartney. A 1-1 pitch. Towards left center field. Wind is pulling it back, going back near the warning track, but still on the grass. Making the catch is Federico Cabrera. There's your first out. 1 out, Jim Heikes now will be your batter. Heikes' first pitch thrown is hit into left field, and that'll get down for a base hit. 13 hits for the Royals, 16 for the Twins. Heikes is aboard. Artie Gibson, your batter, 1 for 4. Swings and misses at the 0-2 pitch, and he will go down.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
There was first strikeout for Kenny Brisson. We've got 2 outs now, and Eddie Romero's 2 for 4 with a couple RBI singles today. First pitch grounded towards second. Just played off on the grass, but he can't hang on to it well. It'll be an infield hit. A lot of range on that one for Jorge Duque. Not known for playing second very well, though, yet. So we'll see how that goes. Heikes at second. Romero at first. Tying run at the plate, it's Dominic Dark. He can hit him a long way. A 1-2. Not this time. Got him on the inside and sends him down. Side is retired. Bottom of the 8th we go. It's 11-8 Minnesota. Deshaun Toll-Free starts us off against Jeff Butcher here. Toll-Free is 2 for 4 today with an 0-1 count. To right field, moving over with a beautiful sliding play is Carl Gross. Yep, you know it. It was sexy. Pretty Alfredo Espinoza will now be your batter with 1 out. Espinoza 0 for 4. A 2-0 count. Jam shot over towards first. It's going to be a run to the bag, and Dark will get there first to retire this side. We go to the 9th. Last chance for the Royals. They trail 11-8. Butcher stays in to try to end this one. Brandon Klug will be the first batter today. 2 for 4 for Klug with an RBI. A 1-2 pitch. Got him looking with the fastball.
Fatality.
Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry. I'm thinking ahead because I was looking at the timer. I was thinking ads. Sorry, now it's top of the 9th. Louis Russell will come in.
Looking forward to the draft, Komish. Sending good vibes.
Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate it. Thank you for the tier 1 sub 4 months for you. Appreciate that. Louis Russell comes in to try to finish this one off. He's got Bobby Cox, Kyle Gross, and Sergio Soto in his way for this top of the 9th. Starting against Cox, here comes the 3-2 pitch. It's going to miss inside, ball 4. Gets the lead-off walk. Kyle Gross, now your batter. Gross today, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Towards short to second for 1, but they are not going to be able to turn it as Duque had to leap over the runner. He has to check on his knee. The trainer comes out. It will not be serious. He stays in the game. Just a little twinge, he said. All right, 1 out, runner at first. Sergio Soto, your batter, 1 for 4. The 0-1 pitch, that's going to be lifted to right center, and that's going to get down. It had to play it safe. Gross wasn't sure if it was going to be caught, so he'll stop at second. We got runners at first and second now. Tying run is at the plate. It's Jeremy Becker. He hit a home run earlier today. This time he's on the right side of the plate. 0-1. Into left field. That's a base hit. Everybody stops at 90 feet. It's bases loaded now. Lennon McCartney will try to do something. Lennon's 0 for 4. To short. Over to second for 1. Over to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play and ends this ball game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Minerva back on the couch. Who knows? We're going to take our quick break, and we will be back to do another game coming up in a moment. It is Winter League action here. Don't go anywhere. Coming back live for our final game of the day. We'll do it in a slightly quicker format than you just saw the other two, because I am running longer than planned, gang. It is Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. It is Coffee with the Commish. Our final cup of coffee for the day. Can smell the Baileys. Yum, yum. Good, good, good. Ho! Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. I'm joining that couch league of... What couch league? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, we moving on. No, yeah, well, okay, now I know what you're talking about. I don't want to be in that couch league, you know what I mean? Done that. I did do that 3 days this past week because of Mrs. Comish's sudden emergency she had again twice in 5 months. Cut it out. You don't need my attention that way. All right. Will scores be in Stats Plus? That's a great question. I don't know. It helped if I hit the freaking start button, though. Thanks for the heads up there, EVC. So it might be, but maybe not. Also. So anyway. But it will be in, if you have access to the file, it should be in there. So you can always download that. All right, so I have advanced today. It's January 6th. We'll watch one more game on this day. January 7th will be simmed. We're stopping on January 8th. No new signings on the Major League front. Let's look. Just a couple of smaller free agency signings taking place. Again, 5 days are being simmed, so all teams can get up to 5 minor leaguers in a sim. And the exception being the Portland Stags and Montreal Expos allowed to get 10. They're allowed to get twice as many due to them literally building their teams up from scratch. All right. Covering your eyes in 3, 2, 1. And I'm using this arm because Siri's going to always pop up. All right. Nope. No injuries. Ryan Weathers is still our last freak injury at the Major League level. And in the Winter League level, we now see, well, we do have Pete O'Donnell from the Angels has back stiffness. And he is expected to last 2 weeks. So Tom has the choice of removing O'Donnell. But if he removes O'Donnell, he will be done for Winter League. So that is the rule. We have 35 players on the roster. You can only remove a player only if they are injured for more than a week. You can't take them because they're bums. Yeah, and there's an injury diagnosis for 2 teams that they don't know yet, so we'll find out on that. All right. So that is it. Let's go to see what games we have today. Again, if you've already played, then you won't be an option in this one. We want to try to get a little bit of everybody today. Jays, Royals, so we already saw the Royals. Marlins, Angels. We saw Twins and Reds, so we'll move on from that. Athletics and White Sox. Rangers, Red Sox. I know Billy's not here right now. Diamondbacks, Braves. Nationals, Mets. I know the Expos are not here, so we'll move on from that. Dodgers, Rays. Cardinals, Astros. The Cubs and the Brewers. Rockies, Mariners. Giants, Yankees. Stags and Pirates. Tigers and Padres. And finally, well, Indians already played, so Indians, Orioles would not be an option here. Who's here? Wants to see their teams? Tigers are here. I don't know if Steve's here. You should be able to watch replays. You just, I think. That's a great question. That is a really good question. Replays, reports, league files. Replays, well, yeah. Does that include Winter League? Yeah. I'm pretty sure, I hope, that it will include Winter League. Yeah, it should. So I hope so. If not, then my apologies. The intent was that it would. Meanwhile, while we're waiting, we do have one deal that is being approved. Chris Valius. Oh, dang it. All right, I'll do it. Chris Valius is being sent. He was picked up as a Rule 5 draft pick by the Indians, then sent back, and now being sent back in exchange for $1 million to the Reds. And the Indians will pick up Chris Valius. Chris is a community-created player from... he's a community-created player from GM Games, Chris, if you know the GM Games Discord specifically. Boss isn't active. Did my bot suddenly forget its token? No clue. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't, yeah. See, Mithoki confused me by tagging me. Like, you know, the bot broke. Why are you tagging me then? What did I do? I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Don't shoot me, shoot the bot. All right, so who we choosing? Anyone? I can quick sim this day. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's have a little, let's get a little bit of extra work done here. We'll go the other way around. We'll sim one more day, and then we'll do the final day game on the last day of the sim. And there will be a couple of innings that will be simmed as well. You know what I think we'll do? I think we'll join a game in progress after you guys choose lineups, if someone chooses. So no additional signings again at the major league level for any of you trying to sign players. Just Louis Prado signed by the Mets. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Ryan Weathers still not injured. Trade will be done on the last day, Sean. Okay, and over to Winter League. Let's see injuries. So now Steven Hajar from the Braves, elbow strain. His Winter League will be done, so he is eligible to be replaced. Who else? Noah Cameron, still don't know his injury. But Luis Aldana from the Cubs and Frandy Cuevas, as well as Dan Schertz. Those guys are eligible to be removed off of a Winter League roster. Remember, again, if you take them off, you can't bring them back. Make sure you remember that before you make a move. All right, so final day. Yep, we did have a cat scratch fever. 6 months, right in the you-know-whats. Never piss off a fluffy kitty ninja when they have a katana in here. Brewers, Athletics. Royals, Rockies, already saw the Royals. White Sox, Rangers. Mets, Phillies. Red Sox, Nationals. We saw the Reds against the, so no Reds, Blue Jays. No Indians, Angels. Mets, Phils. Is Denbrew still here? Pirates, Marlins. Astros, Cubs. Okay, Denver's here, so that likely is the winner. Let's just do the rest, though. Mariners, Tigers. Rays, Stags. Dodgers, Cardinals. Padres, Yanks. Braves and Twins. Saw the Twins. Expos, Giants. I know Ken's not here, so no Expos. And Orioles, Diamondbacks. Sounds like Mets, Phillies will be the winner. That'll be at Dell Diamond, so we'll see 3 different ballparks today, which is awesome. All right, let me set to human control. Damn, the beer's good. No, the beer and coffee. Brr! Wait a minute. Dell Diamond is in Round Rock, Texas. It's 27 degrees in Round Rock, Texas. The frig? The frig? Who called for this polar vortex? Lies. All right. So, Mets. Denbrew, any changes? 857 brave baseball foes. Souls watching this one indeed. Global warming isn't real. Okay. So again, Denbrew, it is your chance. This is the only thing you can do. You can choose who your starting 9 is. If there's anyone else you want to let out there, Vinny Covington is your scheduled starter. So let me know if there's any changes. And I'm asking to please be quick. All right. I see Denver just sent a message, but since Philly says the only change they have, Wade Beers starting at first base in place of Louis Ibarra. So we'll see Mr. Audit's game for the first time. And if you really want to see players more often than not, then change your dang lineups in game when you submit your files. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Denver says, I'm good. No Danny McGuire today, huh? We joked in the 1.0 days that Danny McGuire was a cousin of Mark. All right, here's your lineups. I'll get myself back online and let's jump on over. Let us jump on over to Dell Diamond where it's freezing cold, yo. 27 degrees here at game time. As we get to Dell Diamond, one of 8 new parks that we are using thanks to Eric Jaffe's stadiums that he has. These are Winter League parks that we're using. Again, I'm going to sim the first 3 innings of this game. I'm going to pick, 4 innings, excuse me. I'm going to pick this up. Oh, God, it's cloudy with a decent chance of rain, and it's 27 degrees. Why doesn't it just freaking snow, everybody? All right, hate to do it, but we're going to quick sim a little bit. It's the 3rd game of the day. I was trying to be done at 1. It's 1 now. So we're going to do this just a little quicker. All right. So let's half inning it. No score. Hey, look, you got a home run. It's 2-0. Wade Beers hit a home run. I apologize you couldn't see it, but he got a home run. All right. Still 2-0. Top of the 3rd. All right, it's still 2-0. We'll go pick it up in the 5th. One last go. All right, we pick it up here in the 5th inning. 2-0. It's snowing. It's snowing, everybody. Holy crap. Who the hell called for this? Who's the moron that came up with Winter League ball in Texas? Guy doesn't know anything.
You idiot.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Yeah. Snowball fight here by the 857 brave souls watching this game. Alrighty, here we go. Here's your outfield for the Phillies in this one. Dan Summers is in left. Justin Tejada is in center. And Pat Waller is in right field. Better than a hairball fight. There is some truth to that. Mike Raines is over at 3rd. Ricardo Below is at short. Louis Tovar is at 2nd. And Wade Beers drunkenly over at 1st. Josh Brewster. What is this? A team full of beer names? Josh Brewster is at behind the plate. Steve Wilkinson going into his 5th inning of work here. Texas declares a state of emergency. They probably did. All right. I have to turn off the AI. That would help. So hopefully guys aren't hurt or anything here. All right, here we go. 3-2 pitch. Got him swinging with the curveball.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's our friend.
They are afraid indeed. 5 strikeouts now for Steve Wilkinson. 1 out top of the 5th. Fill our mugs indeed. Jorge Sanagos, your batter. And he'll watch the changeup go by for ball 4. Sanagos is at 1st. Eddie Wakefield is your batter. Wakefield 0 for 1. A 2-2 towards left center field. Moving over, making the play out there is Dan Summers for the first out. The snow continues to go down here. Luis Soto, your batter, 0 for 1. Runners going. The throw to 2nd is not going to be in time. Luis Sanagos gets himself a stolen base.
Meep, meep.
Soto still up. 2 outs. Runner at 2nd. The 1-0 pitch to left field. Pretty well struck. Going back. Still going back. But this one is out of here. Luis Soto gets a 2-run shot and ties this game as the Mets tie it up. It's 2-2. Alex Lee will be the batter. King Butcher's community credit player, 0 for 2 today. The 1-2 pitch. To left, pretty well struck. Sliding catch made by Dan Summers will rob King Butcher. Pretty, I would say it was sexy. King Butcher calling for a trap play, but we think it's caught. No replay, unfortunately. Bottom of the 5th, we now go. It's 2-2 now. Here's your defensive outfield for the Mets. Luis Alvarado is in left. Sergio Fajardo is in center. And Eddie Wakefield in right field. Dwayne Johnson over at third. Alex Lee is your shortstop. Jorge Sanegos is at second. And Jeff Brokamp is at first. Luis Soto is behind the dish. And Vinny Covington still on the hill. 70 pitches in. Outfield loses ball in the snow. I looked up and didn't know which ball to catch. You know it's bad when umpire review involves a coin toss. A coin toss. A 2-2 pitch. To center. Coming in, but not going to be able to get there in time as he couldn't get full speed on it in these conditions. Amazing this game's being allowed to be played, to be honest with you. Mike Raines will be the batter. Raines 0 for 1. Tovar at first on the 1-1. Slapped into right field. This is going to get down for a hit. Two on now. Nobody out. Justin Tejada, top of the order. Tejada is 0 for 1. With a 1-2 pitch. Towards right field. Ranged well, reading it is Eddie Wakefield. Makes the catch for the first out. No one advances on the play. New pitcher comes in. It is the left-hander Devin Smeltzer. Smeltzer, the 21-year-old from Voorhees Township. Is that Jason Voorhees Township? Probably. Well, you don't like Smeltzer in on this place? On this situation? Well, I see why it came in. It's because coming in to pinch hit is Antonio Davis. So it's a lefty-on-lefty matchup here. A 3-2 pitch. To center. Moving over to his left a little bit. Getting under and making the play. Sergio Fajardo makes the catch. 2 outs now. With 2 outs, Dan Summers comes to the plate. Summers 0 for 1. A 2-0 pitch. Hits it to right field. It will get down. Will the runner try to go? No, they will not. Not the fastest runner over at third in Louis Tovar. So this will give Smitty Lyon, community creative player of Lions Den, an opportunity. He's 0 for 1 today. The 2-0. Pops it up. Third base side. It's still in fair territory. The Rock. Dwayne Johnson will make the catch. And that will leave the bases loaded for the Phillies. 5 in the books. It's 2-2. All right. New pitcher coming in these snow conditions. Sean Stanky. Or is it Steinke? That's probably Steinke. Played an A- Wilmington last year. He was 2-5 with a 3.65 ERA in 14 appearances. He is going to turn 20 in April. Luis Alvarado will start us off 0 for 1. Awaits a 1-1 count. Towards center field. Coming on in with plenty of time, plenty of room. It's Tejada makes the catch for the first out. Sergio Fajardo, the center fielder, comes in. He's 1 for 2. On an 0-2 pitch. Got him looking.
Fatality.
There's a strikeout. First strikeout for Sean Steinke. Jeff Brokamp comes to the plate. Brokamp 0 for 2. 1-1 pitch, slap to center field, going back, but this one is going to play over the head. Tejada didn't play it super well, thought he had a read on it, but the wind and the snow becomes an effect. It gets by him, and Brokamp runs for days. He will stop at third with a 2-out triple. Just because someone's in an elite glove doesn't mean they don't make errors in 27 degrees snowing conditions. It is Winter League after all. Get it? The logo living up to its name tonight. It's The Rock 0 for 2. The 1-0 pitch. Back up the middle. It's gonna be a close play, but Below is just gonna keep it, and he's gonna allow the run to score as Johnson will get the RBI single, and it's now 3-2 Mets. Dan Snyder comes in, the DH. He's 0 for 2 today. Dan the Man Snyder, community credit player of Blackfire 83, who occasionally comes in. He's got some boost to invest. The 1-0 to Snyder. The pitch is there for a strike. The throw down to second. It's going to get away and get into the outfield. Johnson reads it quick and heads over to third. It's going to be an error on Brewster and a stolen base for The Rock. No confirmation on whether or not he did the Smackdown Hotel on Louis Tovar on the way into second. Runner at third now with 2 outs. A 3-1 pitch. Just inside. It'll be ball 4. Snyder draws the walk. Jorge Senegos will be the batter. He is 0 for 1. The 1-2. Got him looking, called strike 3.
Emotional damage.
Side will be retired. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-2 Mets. Devin Smeltzer will stay in. He's got Josh Brewster coming up, the lefty, 0 for 2. An 0-2 pitch. Pops it up, foul territory, right side. It looks like it'll stay in the park, but it's really close to the seats. Jeff Brokamp will make the catch for the first out. Ben Santola comes in. Santola, the DH, is 0 for 2 today. The 2-0 pitch. Well struck to left field. Wind is going to pull it down. It doesn't go far here in this weather. And Alvarado makes the catch for the second out. All right, 2 outs now. Ricardo Below, your batter. Below 0 for 2. The 1-0. Towards center. This one is going to drop in. No one's going to be able to make the play on that one. Below gets in, 6th hit on the day for the Phillies. Louis Tovar, now your batter. He's 1 for 2. Runners going. The throw down to second is going to be spot on, and they are going to gobble them up. Phillies will run themselves out of the inning, and the side will be retired. 6 innings in the books. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 2. Top 7th we go. Sean Steinke is your batter, your pitcher. Eddie Wakefield is your batter. He's 0 for 2 today. 1-1 pitch. Pops it up on the left side. Foul territory. That is Raines calling for it. Mike Raines, to be exact, makes the catch for the first out. Luis Soto, now your batter. Soto, 1 for 2. He had a 2-run homer back in the 5th. The The 1-2 pitch to center field, and Soto will have his second straight hit. A liner to center. Now 5 hits for the Mets. Soto is at first, not known for speed at all. Alex Lee is your batter. Lee 0 for 3. Grounded to short, to second for 1, but that is all they will get as no relay throw gets made from Tovar. 2 outs now, and Luis Alvarado, your batter. Alvarado, excuse me, 0 for 2. New pitcher coming in is Darren Ebert. He's a 1.0er. That ball is going to be hit into right field. It's a base hit, and Lee reads it well. He'll head over to third. So King Butcher gets over to third on the play. Luis Alvarado is at first now. 2 outs here, top 7. Sergio Fajardo, 1 for 3. A 2-2 pitch, grounded back to the mound, left side. He has it. Ebert throws to first in time to retire the side. 7th inning stretch we go. Get him out there one more time. Take it away, Ty Webb.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
Gang, hold on a second. I have that phone call coming. All right, call is done, so it'll be perfect timing because the people looking to see the tree situation are on their way over. All right, so we got bottom of the 7th now. Devin Smeltzer is your batter. Louis Tovar will start it off. Mike Raines and Juan Tejada to follow. Excuse me, Justin Tejada, not Juan. 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss as Smeltzer will fool him and send him down with an 83-mile-an-hour changeup. First strikeout on the day. 1 out. Mike Raines now your batter. Raines is 1 for 2. First pitch right back towards second. Not going to have an opportunity there as Senegos will pocket it. Smeltzer didn't read it well. A little pedestrian by the pitcher. Senegos had a long way to go get that one. Raines is aboard. 7 hits now for the Phillies. Go-ahead run is at the plate. It's Justin Tejada. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch lifted to left field. Not very far. Easy for Alvarado to get there in time. And Luis Alvarado makes the catch. We got 2 outs now. Antonio Davis is your batter. I know an ad break's going on, but I'm going to keep on going. Yes, I know ads are on, guys. You don't have to. I mean, unfortunately, I'm just going to power right through. The 1-2 pitch. Runner is going. Oh, boy, it's a throw out. Boy, they had him dead to rights. Second runner thrown out today. Guys, I know about the ads. Thank you. You don't have to tell me. I have no control over it. But it's the 3-minute ads that I'm more worried about not missing anything. So, side is retired. 7 innings in the books. Mets will cling on to a 3-2 lead. Alrighty. Darren Ebert staying in top of the 8th in snowy Dell Diamond. Jeff Brokamp, Dwayne Johnson, Dan Snyder coming up here. The 2-2 to Brokamp. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Pirate cashing in on a +1 boost. Got it? Alrighty, we got one out now, and new pitcher coming in. Hunter Brown is 21 years old from Detroit, Michigan. The ground ball specialist played an A- ball last year. 2-3 in 60 innings of work, 2.70 ERA. Oh! Pirate immediately then following with 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you, sir. Anyone? Nope. None of those people have a community created player yet, so no mini boosts just created if anyone decides to sign on the dotted line. Ball of Yarn redeem options. You in Discord, how to use boost or how to earn boosts. I indicate the instructions. I provided instructions in that for you, Steve. All right, Hunter Brown ready to go. Dwayne Johnson is who he'll face. The Rock, 1 for 3 with an RBI today. The 2-2 pitch. Grounds it towards short. Easy play there for Ricardo Below. That is going to be the second out. 2 outs now. Here's Dan the Man Snyder. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch from Brown, going to be hit towards right center field. This one's got some carry, but also getting over there in time is Smitty Lyon. Makes the catch to retire the side. All right, bottom of the 8th we go. Phillies coming up. Antonio Davis, Dan Summers, and Smitty Lyon scheduled up. Let's see. Denbrew also cashing in some cash. And yes, Hulka Matt, you are welcome for the gifted sub from NC Pirate. As a reminder, if you've been gifted a sub, then you've been invited to create a community created player. Let us tell your story like we are Dwayne Johnson, Alex Lee, Smitty Lyon, among many others here in our universe. We want to tell your story at our perpetual universe. Devin Jones has just come in. He's the 19-year-old from Middlesex, New Jersey, known as Superfly. Played in rookie ball, 12 appearances last season. All right, Antonio Davis, 0 for 1. Waiting on a 1-2 pitch from Devin Jones. Got him swinging, chased after a bad pitch in that one.
Go!
Whoopsie. That is the first strikeout for Devin Jones. 1 out, Dan Summers. Now your batter, Summers, 1 for 2. Waiting a 1-0 pitch. Grounded towards short, ranging to his right, Alex Lee. Hard throw to first, and King Butcher showing off the range and the arm over at short. Gets the out, 2 outs now, bottom of the 8th. Here comes community created player, Smitty Lyon from Lions Den 72. Does anybody know if Johnny Balls ever got mod from Capcom yet? Asking for a friend. A 3-1 pitch. Checks the swing. They appeal down to first. No, he'll take ball 4 and head on down. Lion is at first. We got a new pitcher coming in, Yon Ibar. From the Dominican, 18-year-old left-hander, throws pretty good, upper 90s with a fastball slider. Has a changeup he's working on. He had 17 saves in rookie ball last season. Josh Brewster coming up. Brewster's 0 for 3. The 1-2 with the tying, the go-ahead run at the plate, tying at first. Swing and a miss, goes up against the slider and cannot get it.
Emotional damage.
Side is retired. To the 9th we go. Mets will hang on to their 3-2 lead. Just curiously looking at who our options are for streaming here afterwards for rating. All right, top of the ninth we go. Yenir Cano will come in. No relation to Yennefer Vengerberg from Cuba. Ground ball specialist, 23 years old, 7 saves in rookie ball for Philly last year with a 1.48 ERA. Danny McGuire comes in as a pinch hitter, the power hitting first baseman. Still working on his craft. He had at least 250 home runs in the 1.0 universe. 2-1 pitch from Cano to McGuire. Hard shot over to third, but it was bobbled. Yep. Attica. Thank you for gifting over to Gristle Whistle, who does not have a player made yet, but has been just invited to create one if they would like. So we had an error there from Mike Raines. No! Second error on the game for the Phillies. McGuire is at first. Eddie Wakefield, now your batter, 0 for 3. With a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That is Cano's first strikeout. Boss battle going on. I always like jumping in on those. All right, Cano ready to take on Luis Soto. Soto's had a good game, 2-run homer back in the 5th. 2 for 3 on the day. The 1-0 pitch. Pops it up on the infield. It's in foul territory. Josh Brewster will make the catch, and there's your second out. You're looking ahead. Ben Santola, Ricardo Below, and Louis Tovar scheduled up for the Phillies in the bottom of the 9th. Alex Lee, though, King Butcher, having a quiet day, 0 for 4. A 2-2 pitch to center. Diving stop. Calling a trap again is King Butcher. But Louis Tovar makes the catch. He hurt his leg a bit. He's hobbling back to the dugout, but picking it up a bit. Looks like he'll be okay. Side is retired. Bottom of the 9th we go. Mets hanging on to a 3-2 lead. Danny Powers will come in to try to close this one out. Powers from Clinton, Michigan. 23-year-old sidearm, upper 90s with a sinker slider. Jesus, I don't use Slack very often, and all of a sudden, the damn thing's hitting me up. All right, Powers ready to go. Ben Santola starts us off. He's 0 for 3. Sorry, if this one goes extra innings, it will be sent. Grounded to third. Hard shot right at the rock, but Johnson fields it, throws to first for the out. By the way, Billy Montgomery, I think, came in as a defense replacement. Pretty sure on that. All right, Tommy Rice comes in as a pinch hitter. Rice from Tallahassee, Florida. He's a 1.0er, played an A-ball last year. Had 7 home runs with 11 RBIs while hitting .243. First pitch from Powers, back towards the mound, left side. Good read, good athleticism. Throws to first to retire Rice. And the Phillies are down to their final out. It's Louis Tovar. He's 1 for 3 today. A 3-1 pitch. Misses, low ball for Tovar. Will be their tying run. Not the fastest guy over there with his 3 speed and 1 steal. Mike Raines, your batter. Raines 2 for 3 today. The 1-0 grounded to short. They will run over to short as Alex Lee will run this game into a final. Yay! It's our third Thundercats call today. Boom! Lots of mega boosts coming in the show today. Player of the game. Well, Wade Biersch should be considered. He had a 2-run homer in the first inning that we didn't get to see because we were trying to advance as much as we could. Steve Wilkinson, 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs. That's kind of a weak one. That's my thought. Just my guess. Oh, well. All right. I will do the final day sim so that we can see if any final signings will take place today. Or the Marlins, Joey Gallo. Yeah, that's right. We decided on Gallo. Gallo will be kept. We're going to adjust the contract. He's going to have a third, instead of 2 options, he'll have 1 option. He'll have a guaranteed $11 million additional. But there will be a fine as well. Okay, so anyone else holding us up? Nope. We good. So let's see. Who is up and about? I know Spore is out there. I know Kava's out there. I've got Danielle Freak playing. Danielle is doing Madden. Again, he was in here a little earlier. Justin Barber. Steve warned me that he had accidentally put in. So, are you kidding me? All right. I will deal with this in a moment, so I will do that offline. Barber is a community credit player. We went through a very elaborate process for those of you who weren't here. He got to act, the community credit player person got to act like Barber, and I acted as an agent, and we advised and broke down to the final 3. San Diego didn't even make the final 3. So, yeah. Barber signed a 3-year deal with the Montreal Expos for $2.5 million. I wanted it to reflect on there, but somehow, some way, he wants a 1-year deal. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Steve, you suck. You should lose a Kim automatically for that. I'll let you guys decide which one. Because I know you're not going to be like, it's not Ha Sung, it should be Yuka. Or Asher. That's what I know you guys will say. All right, so I've got to fix this. Thanks, Steve. I love the extra work. You bully. Meanwhile, drop Asher, huh? Okay. Hold on. I don't think anyone else is coming on for another hour and a half. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah. Darn, darn, and darn. Yeah, I know Sporer's up. All right. I will reluctantly choose Spore. I know. Yeah, well, I don't want Cody to become a mod. So, no, we're not going to raid Gava. We'll raid over to Spore. I was more leaning towards a CCP, but I know a fair amount of people are here for drops, so I will maintain that and be a good affiliate in this instance. But Spore doesn't know I exist as far as I know. So anyway, back to the litter box we will go. Fluffy Kitty Ninjas do assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put my head back on straight. We'll be back in front of you. That will be probably Tuesday. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off in regards to streaming. I have to figure the schedule out. I'm not streaming every day for Winter League, so I have to definitely figure that out, how I want to do that. But I also want to make sure we're on a schedule and get back to opening day as soon as possible. So for now, Commissioner, reminding you how you think directs your life. When you think you're best, you're going to be your best. So Dishnet being like, oh my god, Spore doesn't know you exist, so I'm just gonna like give him a gift sub, and then you're gonna raid, and he's gonna be like, oh my god, who's this commish? Alright, anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. We out of here, like, peace, y'all. Bye.
You jackass!